And it's just that quick. Hello, everybody. It's Monday night. As Karen Gillette would say, it's marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I know you guys are seeing our special guest tonight. We are so excited to have the lovely Ariana from the Withering Cottage joining us. She joins us whenever she's free on a Monday, and we love it. We're here for it. So how are you doing, Ariana? How are things going down there in Georgia?
In no man's land. It's going. Mom just moved, so we got to help her do that. Best time ever. Love moving. In no man's land.
Right.
But other than that, no, everything's been really good. I found some really great antiques and vintage lately, and I brought a lot of it tonight, so I'm super excited. And thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Like I told you, there's always a seat here. You just got to call, and it's always there for you. So, Bill, how are you doing? Heard you got some rain and some issues up there in Jersey.
Yeah, I may be here for the whole night or just a little while. We lost power and the internet's a little crazy, but you know what? We love the rain here. Can't complain. The rain keeps us going.
It does. And gang, we are getting some severe weather here where I'm at in central Pennsylvania. So if for some reason anything glitches or acts up, we'll mutter through it. We'll get right through it with no problem. So with about 70 of you here, we're going to say hello to our friends. Again, we're going to get you through Monday. Hopefully you guys had a good Monday, and we're going to set the tone for the rest of your week. In the meantime, if you guys are not subscribed to my two friends here on the screen, please make sure you are. Both of their links, Ariana's link, along with Bill's link, is in the description. So please make sure you give them a follow. So let's see who is here first. It looks like Mary Jo. Mary Jo, how are you? Welcome. How are you? We have the one, the only Tumbleweed. How are you doing, Tumbleweed? Welcome, everybody. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. Hello, Desert Gal. How are you? It's so good to see you. We have Taylor in the house. How are you? We have the one, the only, my man, Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. He's the other half of the Gillette family. He is Gavin, so please give him a follow. I used to be a disc jockey, so I have a little soft spot in my heart for Gavin's channel. If you guys are into vintage music and hearing it the way I think it should be played on vinyl, you're definitely going to want to enjoy it. And Bill, did you see the other night he had the whole Pink Floyd? He was playing the Pink Floyd.
I think I saw it right at the tail end, and I was like, oh, darn it.
Well, guys, head on over and give him a follow, please. And speaking of the Gillette family, here is our official mod and bid ender tonight, the one, the only, Karen Gillette. Thank you so much. She's going to be our bid ender tonight. There's Miss Holly Parker. How are you, Holly? Welcome, everybody. How are you? There is my mom, Linda Hellman. How are you, Mom? Good to see you. We have the very lovely Cheryl here in the house with us. How are you? Let's see who else is here. Christine. How are you, Christine? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Monday. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. We'll keep on scrolling down here. Constant Crazing, how are you? It's so good to see you. The very lovely Lisa. Oh, Constant Crazing, yep. I think we're all in the state of crazing one way or another. There's Lisa. Whoop, there's Lisa. How are you, Lisa? Welcome. How are you? Let's see who else is here. There's the one, the only, Enamor Amy. How are you, Amy? It's good to see you. Hello, Dawn. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. We'll keep on scrolling down here. Oh, I see Karen Radford. How are you, Karen Radford? It's so good to see you. There's the lovely Sarah of Renovative Home. How are you? Miss Wildlife is joining us here tonight. How are you? And we lost Ariana. Hopefully she comes back. Leslie Newquest, how are you? It's so good to see you. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. We have Rusty Snail. How are you, Rusty Snail? It's great to see you guys. Let's see who else is here. The lovely Tina, my other half, always watching, always watching. Hello, welcome. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. Don't you know is here with us. How are you? Welcome.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? And she says we're saying it exactly right. Don't you know? Oh, Shannon's here with us. How are you, Shannon? It's so good to see you. Hopefully I'm saying this right. Sheely is here with us. How are you? Welcome. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. If you guys want to have a quick shout out, please throw that in the chat. We're going to start moving down pretty quickly. Philomena is here with us. And Bill, Philomena is from
South Australia.
That's right, South Australia. So we're spanning the globe. We're spanning the globe. We got Greg in the house with us. How are you, Greg? Welcome, everybody. Very lovely. Heather from Antique Agenda is here with us. How are you? Welcome, Heather. I enjoyed your sale last night. That was fun. That was a good sale. We have buttermilk and cream. Now I'm hungry, or I'm thinking about I want some ice cream or something, some buttermilk and cream. Do you guys like buttermilk? Do you drink buttermilk? Do you, Bill?
I don't drink it. I put it in my mashed potatoes.
Ooh, okay. How about you?
I've ever had buttermilk.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had it either, but you know what, Ariana? Bill is a big fan of eggnog. He loves some. Hello, Pat Robinson. How are you? It's so good to see you. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. The lovely Lucinda. How are you, Lucinda? Dawn Steelman. If I already said hello to you twice, I'm sorry. I just saw it again. I don't want to miss you. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. Eleonora, how are you? The very lovely Eleonora. It's so great to see you. And hopefully I say this right. It's Lila. Lila, hello. How are you? It's so good to see you. And then we have Ariana's mom here with us. How are you? So good to see you. How are you? And right there is her avatar. Please, she has a YouTube channel as well. So please make sure you give Ariana's mom a follow. And if somebody could please drop her mom's link in the chat for us. So hopefully we got to get your mom's count up there. You know what I mean? We got to get it up there. It's fun to watch her. Hello, Miss Kim Tucker, a long distance cousin of the Tucker family. How are you? We got Rosie Clover here with us tonight. How are you, Rosie Clover? Let's see. Oh, there's Mama Pam. How are you, Mama Pam? It's so good to see you. I'm pretty sure, if I recall, Amy and her mom are traveling right now on the way back from Wisconsin. So maybe they're home. I'm not too sure. We have KB here with us. How are you, KB? Welcome. Well, hello, Miss Winking Owl Antiques. How are you, Barb? It's so good to see you, Barb. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. We're getting down here near the end. We have Virginia here with us. We have Elaine with us. How are you, Elaine? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We have Tammy Renee's here with us. Hello. And let's move down here real quick because I see Spark Joy with us. I see Vicky's in the house with us. And then that gets us down to the bottom. Gang, with about 120 of you here, thank you guys so much for coming and spending your Monday night with us. We got some great vintage for you, and I'm going to turn it over to my co-host, Bill, who's going to explain to us how it goes tonight, how we're going to run the sale.
Sure thing. I'll make it quick because we see a lot of people here who already know how it works. So the first thing is about the chat. You want to make sure that you're in the correct setting so that you see all of the chat. That's really helpful to see. So you want to make sure on your device that you're in live chat, all messages. If you see that your device says top messages, you can use the toggle switch next to it to change yourself to all messages. That's the version of the chat that's going to give you the best ability to read everything that's there, especially if you're someone who's interested in putting a bid in on an item later on. Similar to that, we do experience a lag on YouTube. So every once in a while, you want to make sure, particularly if you are someone who's chatting or you're someone who's bidding, you want to make sure you refresh. And the way you do that with YouTube is you close the application out completely, you come back in, join the sale, and then remind yourself that you want to be in live chat all messages, because unfortunately, that's not the default setting for a lot of devices. Next, we encourage you all to participate in the chat. We love the chat. It's one of the best things about Mother Tucker's Monday is while we like to tell you about what we know about the items, we love to hear what you know about them and what's going on. And so if you're someone who regularly chats, thank you. That really is what makes our community great. But if you're someone who sort of sits in the background, which is fine, absolutely fine, but maybe consider tonight being the night that you tell us you're here and we can all greet you. Last thing about the chat is it's a great place to ask questions about the sale if you have any questions. There are lots of knowledgeable people in the chat. Anyone who you see's name is in blue, they're actually a moderator for the channel. They can answer questions, but we have a ton of knowledgeable people in the chat. So feel free to ask your questions. If the three of us don't see it, certainly multiple people, and you probably get multiple answers in the chat. Hopefully all the same answer. The next thing is about the sale. Tonight we have 12 rounds of offer ups. So that means we'll go one by one, show you an item. We'll tell you what the start price is, and Jason will pin that start price right here on the screen at the bottom of our picture. And then the bidding can commence while we are describing the item to you, maybe telling you anything interesting that you might want to know about it, any stories we have about it, any knowledge we have about it, and maybe any condition issues that you might need to be aware of. And while we're doing that, the bidding can commence. And at a certain point, we'll decide to start a countdown. And we likely will start with a 15-second countdown, but lately we've just been bumping it up to a 20-second countdown anyway because of the lag on Instagram. At the end of that countdown, we will say bid end. And as soon as we say bid end, our official bid ender, Karen Gillette, will type bid end into the chat, and the highest bid that came in before that bid end receives the item. Now, it may not look the same on your end because of the lag, and we've seen that happen a couple times recently. If you refresh, you will see the correct order. So we know that can be frustrating because all three of us, believe me, all three of us are buyers and collectors as well. So we know what it's like when you think you got something, but it actually was different on our end. We offer another option about during the sale, and it's called the option of just in case. And if you're really interested in an item and you want to secure your best chance to get that item, and you are an active bidder on that item already, you can tell us what the maximum amount you're willing to bid is, and that's called a just in case bid. What you would do is you would type JIC into the chat with that maximum amount that you are wanting to pay for that item. If at the end of the countdown, after the bid end, you have the highest just in case, you will receive that item for $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case, whatever's higher. And when you're using the just in case, your just in case can turn into an actual bid if someone has a just in case that's higher than yours. So just know that in case there's a choice round. And again, we ask that only active bidders use the just in case. If you're someone who claims an item for us tonight, we need some information from you. We all use PayPal to send you an invoice. We will need you to email us. And when we come back on screen, you'll see our email addresses there, your YouTube screen name, your real name, your shipping address, and your PayPal email. We need those 4 pieces of information to generate an invoice to PayPal. And if you do not have a PayPal account, it's not a problem. You don't need to set one up. You can check out as a guest using the link that we send you. As long as you have credit card or a debit card, some form of payment, you do not need to create a PayPal account in order to pay for an item that you claim. Speaking of that, though, when you do claim an item, know that that's a promise to pay. And we appreciate payment within 24 to 48 hours after the sale, unless the seller tells you otherwise. Some sellers have a different policy, but we do hope that you'll take care of your invoice as soon as it comes in. And I think that's it for everything. We're going to go around real quickly now and introduce our shops briefly. Tell you where we're shipping from and anything else you need to know about what we do. So I'm Bill, the guy who's been talking the whole time. I ship from Northern New Jersey. I use PayPal, and all of us also use a service called Pirate Ship that gets us deep discounts on shipping. Sometimes it's like over half of what you would pay in retail. It's pretty amazing when you look at the discounts. I also offer local pickup at the shop. If you're in the North Jersey area, you just need to email me and we can arrange it for some free shipping. I'm good with open boxes. If you want to keep an open box for a week or 2, that's absolutely fine to save on some shipping. I do want to point out that my previews, if you saw my previews on Instagram, had more items than I'm actually bringing tonight. So if you saw something in my preview that I'm not bringing tonight, it will come to a future sale. So no worries about that. And I plan on invoicing and packing up everything on Wednesday. Ariana?
I'm Ariana. Here on the called the Withering Cottage. I have a live sale every Tuesday night. So tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, I will be offering up 34 more vintage items. So if you like what you see tonight, come on over to my channel tomorrow night. So I will be combining invoices from tonight's sale with tomorrow night's sale. So if you purchase from me tonight, we can just add it to tomorrow night's if you plan on purchasing from my Tuesday night live sale then to save you on the shipping. I am a full-time reseller collector, but I'm also a full-time mom, and Tiny Human is out of school for the summer. So normally I do all my shipping and invoicing the next day, which would be Wednesday. But with me being my daughter's full-time caregiver, it's not really fair for her to like sit and watch me package for 10 plus hours because I put a lot of time and attention into my packaging. So I just ask that you kind of give me till Friday for invoices just during the summer, and then I'll go back to Speedy Gonzalez during school season. But other than that, I think, oh, I ship from the Bodunks, Georgia, y'all.
All right. Well, I'm Jason from Mother Tucker's Antiques. You're here on my channel. I ship from Pennsylvania. I also use PayPal. I also use Pirate Ship. I do all my invoicing and shipping once a week. So if you purchase tonight, don't expect an invoice from me until Saturday. That's when me and Tina, I do the packing and she does the invoicing. So that means if you buy from our fantastic find sale on Wednesday at 8 p.m., we can combine everything within reason into one box. Like Bill, I also offer free pickup at my brick and mortar. I'm in central Pennsylvania. If you guys want to take advantage of that, a little idea of where I'm at. I'm about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. So hopefully we're not quite in the middle of the state. So then I will invoice you. Just let me know in that email that you want to pick it up. Then we won't charge you shipping. And then once the PayPal invoice is paid, we can get that up to the shop for you. I think that's it. Again, everybody, please make sure you're following everybody on this screen. All the links to their YouTube channels are down below, along with their Instagrams. So please give them a follow. Please consider giving me a follow. Before we get going, there were a few other people that popped in that we want to quickly say hello to. So Monica, hello, Monica. How are you? Virginia popped in. Hello. Cynthia popped in, Mary Beth popped in, and I want to get up here to Ariana's sister. Hold on one second. Brad, how are you? But we have Ash R. As soon as I saw her, I saw, there it is. There she is. All right. Welcome, everybody. I think I mentioned everybody. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. I promise we'll get you the next time. To set the tone, let's start with Bill, then we'll go Ariana, myself, and repeat. And we'll get her going there. So we'll get everybody moved around. And Mr. Bill, how much is your first item starting at?
Choice at $6, Jason.
Got it.
I'm going to start out with some of the glass that Jason and I love so much. Some L.E. Smith, some Moon and Star, and some Daisy and Button, but minis, little minis. How cute is this? So I have a blue Daisy and Button little pitcher, and I have a green one.
Good.
I think they're just so adorable, right? I do not find the minis all that often, and they are in great condition. They are tiny. They are 2.5 inches tall. So I just think they're so cute.
You know, and Bill,
go ahead, Jason.
I was going to say, Bill, what's scary is that you and I don't tell each other what we're bringing, and then I pulled my fairy lamp and didn't know that you had
No, I know, but that you have amber, you have a fairy lamp. Yep. It's different. I also have a Daisy and Button, what I initially thought was a little snack bowl, but the more I look at it, the more I think it's an ashtray. Mm-hmm. And typically, I mean, my policy is not to sell ashtrays, but I thought this was a bowl and I previewed it. So I'm selling it as a little trinket or a nut bowl.
I feel like it's a soap dish. It's like the perfect size for a bar.
Yeah, it's only an inch high. It's really cute. I actually didn't measure from side to side what it was. It is it's 4 inches. Yeah, so it is great for soap as well. But so cute. I'm not used to seeing Moon and Star on such little small things, because again, it's just a tiny little thing. And
tiny little thing.
The Daisy and Button for me, I don't know. I just think they're amazing. So if anyone's interested, that's what they are. So again, 3 inches tall on the little, 2.5 inches tall on the little pitchers. And again, these colors are spectacular. If you're not familiar with the L.E. Smith colors, they're just really great. And then just 1 inch tall on this little dish.
Those ashtrays, Bill, or little pin dishes or trinket dishes, they're really collectible, because I think a lot of them got broke. I don't even know how many L.E. Smith made. Like, I can't keep those in my shop, those little trays.
Yeah, they're fun. They're really fun. And again, I feel like there's so many Daisy and Button and Moon and Star pieces to collect. If you don't have the room for it, the minis are kind of perfect, right?
Exactly.
And anything small is just fun anyway.
I know. And I know that a lot of people are doing mini sales. I've never done one, so I like to bring them every once in a while because I do have so many little mini things.
I've got such a hoard of minis. Bring them. I'm like, they're my minis.
Well, the smaller they are, the more you can collect, the more you can have. That's what I love. The minis, the more you can have.
Well,
Right.
for me, like what you have this tiny little picture. What a great opportunity to say over time, I want to get one in every color, and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, right?
Yep,
Because there are at least 2 other colors in this that I'm
Or
aware
a lot
of.
of space.
Yep.
Right, right. In fact, if you haven't seen Ariana's post today on Instagram, she posted a really beautiful vignette, which looks to be in sort of a box type shelf, right? With all the
a soda crate turned on.
Oh, is it really? Yeah, just to show you what you can do with the minis. It's so great. All right, so I'll go ahead and start a countdown. I'll start with 15 seconds and we'll see how it goes. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
And Bill, those pictures, I love how they enclosed with the glass. They're not open little, handles. They're actually handles. It's actually the molded glass. I love how they did that.
Yeah, and that actually just makes they're not going to break because of that. Or they're not going to break easily. So there is the bid end. Lisa had a just in case of 15, but didn't need it. So at your high bid of 12, Lisa, let me know if you would like blue, green, or moon. Blue, green, or moon. Then Chris is back up at 10 and Deborah at 9.
I got a feeling the lag's going to be real tonight, guys.
Yeah, if we think we need to do 20, that's fine.
She wants all 3, Bill.
Thank you, Lisa, my dear. They're all yours.
Patience. All right.
Patience, Lisa. I'm not used to sitting. I'm so like ADHD that during my sales I stand, run around.
Watching you stand the whole time makes me tired.
It's me not. I feel like sitting page or something. All right, so my first item is going to start at $14, and it's a little concoction smorgasbord of things. So starting at $14, and correct me if I'm wrong, Bill, but I believe this is a Shawnee little pixie, angel, elfie planter, whatever you want to call it. And then I've added some little treasures inside, but I'm going to take the treasures out first so I can show you the planter. So here is the little vintage Shawnee planter. I love pink and blue together. I just think it's such a fun retro combination. And then, of course, I love pixies. So I just think that this is an adorable little planter. And I love the size, too. It's just a sweet, sweet little size. It's only an inch, or no, 2.5 inches tall. So it's just a cute little short and stout little pixie planter. Really good condition. No chips, no cracks. Here's the bottom. And then inside, you're going to be getting this golden, I think they were probably meant to be grapes, this little golden pick, because I don't know if anybody else does this, but I decorate for Christmas in pinks, blues, silvers, and gold. So I did the little gold bundling here, and then you're getting 2 picks of these silver. I'm not sure if they're mercury. They definitely are glass, and they are vintage. And you're getting 2 picks of the silver glass bulbs, I guess you'd say, ornaments. I don't know. They're just picks, okay?
Yep, floral picks. Love them.
And I twisted them together, and then I added those. And then you're getting 2 sets of these vintage made in Japan little millinery flowers to go in there as well. And then my favorite part, other than the planter, of course, is this little vintage chenille Christmas pick. Now, there are actually 3 that you are getting, but they're all twisted together, but you're getting the large pink chenille and stocking pick with the cotton spun head and the little, I don't know what her hair is made out of, some kind of synthetic hair material. And then you're getting this little pick with the cotton spun head and pantyhose wings, and then you're getting the blue with the cotton spun head and pantyhose wings. And I don't know if you can see, but there's just these sweet little sparkles.
Yeah.
Wings.
Yeah, they're good.
And
those alone are $15. Just those alone.
And they're in very good condition, and they do come apart. So if you wanted to use them and somewhere separate, you could. But it's the mom and her 2 little babies to go in the fairy planter. So again, this is everything you're getting. The 2 little millinery ones are back here as well. And I just think it's really sweet. So we are going to start the countdown on this concoction at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look at that stance.
Ariana, would you say that this is more of a bundle or more of a lot? Like, would you say it's a little lot or more of a bundle?
I would say it's a smorgasbord.
Oh, good answer. Okay, good answer.
It's a Christmas pottery smorgasbord.
It was popular. It was popular. Okay. So there's our bid end. Thank you, Karen Gillette. Sherry and Kimry Ann, your 2 bids did come in after the bid end. So it looks like Kimry Ann had a just in case of 33, but Sherry had a just in case of 35. So for $34, Sherry, congratulations. It's yours.
Sherry Buchanan, thank you so much. It's adorable. Thank you so much.
So good. So good. All right, guys. All right, guys, my first items tonight, they're going to start at Choice for $5. I'm going to help everybody fill that little void in their Wade Whimsy collection, and I have 3 identical to choose from. So if anybody's interested in these, they will get to you close to the 4th of July, and if you want them packaged, I'll do that sooner, and if I get them out this week, you should have them by the 4th. I didn't take consideration into how close we were to the 4th, but again, I don't see these all the time, and I've kind of had a little hoard of these for a while. So $5 Choice, if anybody's interested. There's no damage to the little Wades. They measure about 2 inches tall, and I think they go to the year series, Bill. Is it the month series that Wade calls it?
It's called the calendar series.
The calendar series. So again, they're in very good condition. One of them, this little guy here, no, it was just a light. They're all pretty much, Wade always does a good job of color matching that they all pretty much look the same. So again, there's no chips, no cracks on them. Great for your little 4th of July collection. Even if you guys, do patriotic all year long, they are stamped Wade right here on the back. Again, the patriotic stuff just doesn't have to come out right now. Deborah, thank you. I see you for 5. And then, of course, they have the little textured bottom, which is for striking a match, which they were little match strikers back in the day, and they continued that on. So
I didn't know that.
Yep, they did. And I actually learned that from Bill. I didn't know that. Bill actually taught us all that. I had no idea that that's what these were for. So I think he is so kitschy, yet so farmhouse, yet so very like 1930s, 40s patriotic Uncle Sam. I think this is one of the neatest versions of an Uncle Sam. So again, 2 inches tall, little Wade figurine. We don't have any more interest. It looks like Deborah's in at 5, so we're going to keep it moving, and we're going to do a countdown. If anyone's interested, we are doing just in case for active bidders. So if you'd be interested, you got to throw in a bid to use just in case. So let's count it down. We're looking for 6 or more. That's on Choice. And we'll go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 6 or more. It's on Choice of the little Wade Whimsy Uncle Sam. 2 inches tall, no damage, really good condition. Actually, 2 of them I took out of their plastic, so they're that new, because I don't like showing them through the plastic. So there's the bid end. All right. So, Deborah, congratulations. Let me know if you wanted more than one. If you want all 3, you can just take one. I will watch the chat, and we'll keep it moving with Bill.
$15, Jason. And there was a question earlier which I failed to answer. Someone was asking me when part 2 of the videos series that I'm doing right now is coming out. It will drop tomorrow, and it's relevant to this next item. So the current videos that I'm doing are me preparing for setting up and executing a vintage marketplace that I was at. And on the day of the marketplace, I did some shopping at the other booths before we opened, and I got a bunch of things. And this little guy is one of the things that I grabbed. And in part 3 of the video, you'll see everything that I bought before the market opened. And I felt a little guilty about it, but then I didn't because, then I just didn't. But he is so sweet. He, she, they is so sweet. I will point out that you can see a pretty good amount of paint loss, the cold paint on the bow. But other than that, in really nice condition. This is the Lefton Maltese. I did consult my ceramics expert because I had a couple of pieces like this, and I know not every piece is a Mr. Toodles, but this one is the one made by Lefton. And if you've never seen this one up close, you can see that they did this really nice job shading the edges of the fur. And I point that out because the only other condition issue than the cold paint you see here is that a bit of that paint, that shading paint, is up here on the top of the head. And I did try a magic eraser and it wouldn't come off. But that's really the only condition issue to note about it. It doesn't have a Lefton sticker, but not only did Enamour Amy verify, but I looked up the number and that verifies it as well. So this is the Lefton Maltese. And it's the planter. So this is my planter of the evening. Yeah, so sweet. 5 inches tall. And in this series of Maltese dogs, not the easiest piece to find. And the face is in amazing condition. The blush on the cheeks and the eyes and the eyelashes. And you see the nose is in good condition. So just a really nice piece if you wanted to add to that collection or start the collection.
Bill, in a lot of price guides, they do call these head vases, even when they're animals.
No, and
head vase.
Lefton does call this a head vase as well. So this is the Lefton Maltese head vase. You notice I'm trying hard not to say Mr. Toodles because I actually think it is, but I don't have 99% verification from Amy yet. So because there is another line called the Precious Pooches. This is definitely not that. I have some Precious Pooches later, but this is Lefton.
So good.
Yeah, really, really good. And it's a good size. I mean, it's big. It's big. Now, I didn't fill it with all the wonderful things. Next time I will. Ariana is instructing us on how to do it right.
I such thing.
I love it. I love it. I love learning. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. It looks like we do have a bid. So if anyone else is interested, I'm going to start that countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, it is a cute head vase, right?
And that's so easy to touch up any of that cold paint on that bow. That's an easy fix.
Yeah, if there was something that bothered you, I think you could touch it up. Or actually just put a little fabric bow over it if it really bothers you, and with some little tape.
Agreed.
Okay, so there is the bid end. The highest bid before the bid end was Kim Tucker at 18. Congratulations, Kim. Thank you.
All right, Ariana.
Okay, so Bill did a dog. That's Bill's style, okay? If Bill were a dog, that's what he would be. And although I say that, this is ironic because I don't drink, but we're going to do choice starting at $15. And let me preface this by saying don't drink this. I'm going to just say it's colored water. It is not alcohol, okay? It's colored water. So you're getting choice starting at $15. I love these. They're from my personal collection. I think they are the coolest things ever. So here's the first option.
Oh, I love these.
So a hand-blown early 1950s or so hand-blown little liquor bottle. And this one is in the shape of a dachshund. So again, we're going to say this is colored water. It is sealed though. And this is Pete Hagen's Orange Liqueur, artificially colored, 48 proof. That's
Man,
and
that'll put,
1/10 pint. And
man.
it's a very thin. Now, mind you, these will have to go ground because they are liquid filled, so they will go ground. We don't want to break the rules here, but he has the sweetest little face. Now, it's very thin glass, and he does have the little hand blown little dachshund short and stout leggies. He is 6 inches in length, so he's pretty long, and you can tell there's obviously no chips or cracks or he'd be spewing, but since he's not spewing, I think he's okay. His ears are really well done. Just a fantastic piece. I love these. He does have his original label of the orange liqueur. This is great if you have a bar. What a fun thing to put on your bar display or on your bar cart. It's just such a little novelty, and I love him. This is Henry the Hound Dog, okay? So this is Henry. And then your second choice, or if you're really into these, you can do both if you're the high offer. We have Walter the Walrus.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
And this one is a gold liqueur of bowls. So it's kind of like a Goldschlager. So those are actual gold flakes.
Oh my God.
Gold flakes. And then he also has his original label of bowls, and he's also hand blown. So he's got those funny little buggy eyes, and what are these called on a walrus? Tusks?
Yes. Yes, they are. Yep. Oh my God.
Tusks. His little fins are all intact, and he has his original stopper as well.
So awesome to see these.
Aren't they fun? And these were mine. I had them in my kitchen because, of course, this would be what I have in my kitchen. Doesn't everyone? But they're just fun.
A couple of friends of mine used to buy and collect these, and it's rumored that a lot of these are all hand blown from Italy. That a lot of them were all made in Italy, and then the liqueur was either put in there or over here in the States. So they look good quality, Ariana.
They are very good quality, very thin glass, but don't worry. I have confidence in my shipping. They will make it to you safely. But you get to choose between Harry the Hound Dog and Walrus the Walter. Harry the Hound Dog and Walrus the Walter. We are going to start the countdown on these at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
I've never seen either of these. Never. They're so good.
They're so fun. Just like to hear the washing.
So good.
So good. I got it. Animals. Do.
Oh my gosh. And I love how the color in both of them kind of suits them. Do you know what I mean? It kind of really looks realistic.
I think they're so fun.
All right. So Sherry had a just in case of 40, Ariana, but Trendolyn came in with a 50. So for 41, Trendolyn, you get first choice. And then Sherry, you'll have backup. And Sherry, your 60 did come in after the bid end.
Thank you so much, Trendolyn. Thank you so much for appreciating these the way I did. Would you like Harry the Hound Dog or Walrus the Walter?
Both of them.
Both.
Both of them.
You guys get to stay. I love when that happens, as silly as it is. You guys get to stay together. Thank you so much, Trendolyn.
They were great, Ariana. They were awesome.
Thank you.
Gang, with about almost, I'm just going to round it up to about 200 of you here. Please make sure you're following all of my friends here on the screen. Make sure you're following Ariana at the Withering Cottage. Her link is below, and Garden Guy Bill's link is below. So please give them a follow. So my next item is going to start at $14, and it's on this vintage little stationery box. It's kind of funny. I found this over the weekend. There were two people I thought of. It was Bill and then Ariana. For some reason,
I love it.
And then I had this pulled before we even knew. So really good condition, this cute little box. So you can see that it says Red Goose Stationery for little folks. So, of course, I love the mushrooms. I love the little gnome fella, all the whimsy. The side is amazing. Look at that little elf. Oh, and by the way, this is not just a little stationery box. This is a mystery box. This is filled.
Shut your mouth.
This is filled with a bunch of goodies. So this is a mystery box. So all you're going to see is the outside. Now, I'll show you the details of the box really quick, but on the inside, oh my gosh, I think there's like 8 or more pieces in here. There is a ceramic pixie in here. So you are going to get a ceramic pixie in here. There is a hanky in here. There is there's a little bit of ephemera in there, I guess you could call it, but it's a tin ephemera. So you're getting a ceramic pixie, a hanky. I forget what else I put in here. There's 2 pieces of Mexican pottery in here, 2 pieces of signed Tanala pottery in here. And I'm trying to think what else, but it is full. You can see that it barely fits on because it should cover up the white. So it's all in here. It's going to be a little treat for you. So now let's show you the whimsy on the outside. Look at this little pixie gnome with that little belly. Really, really cute. Thank you guys for the bids. We have Catherine in at 25. Kim, I see you at 27. The bunny, the goose, the little, look at that little monkey. If it wants to focus, then we have the little squirrel. Then it repeats over here with a bear and a dog, kind of them looking the back way. The pelican, look at that pixie. I have never seen one of these boxes before. God only knows how great the stationery would have been in it. Let's see if I can get that to focus.
And I'm a little hurt that you said it made you think of me, but not enough to just send it to me or ask me if I liked it. You know?
Oh my God! Now I feel bad, Ariana. Now I really feel bad. So here I think. Well, is this Little Miss Tuffet? Would that be Little Miss Tuffet? Do you think that's who that is with like a little wizard?
With like a little wizard.
I mean, I don't know who they are, but I can tell you right down here in small font, if that means anything to you guys, it's actually stamped Freeman and Sheely Company from St. Louis. So that's what's stamped down there in the fine print right there. So again, this box, thank you, Susan. Thank you, Kristen. I see you're 29. The little box here, I have to say the little box is probably the 1930s. That's probably how old it is, I would think. So you can see there is a little bit of deterioration to the back. On the inside lid, somebody did sign their name. But other than that, it's in really good condition. Hello, Miss Ruthie B. Again, this is a little mystery box. It is stuffed full with goodies. I can guarantee you there's a ceramic pixie on the inside. There's some Mexican pottery in here. There's a hanky. Oh, there is some ephemera in here, and there is some advertising in here as well, along with a few other pieces, I think, but I made the box a day ago. I forget what's in it. So we are at 29. We're looking for 30 or more. Let's start the countdown. We are offering just in case for active bidders. So 29, looking for 30. We'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Whole bunch of little tchotchkes in there, plus a really, really neat box. I just thought this was really, really whimsical. Thank you all for the bids. I see Sneaky in there. Then I see Kim, but I see Catherine in there with a just in case of 47. Eleanor got in there with the fast internet with a just in case of 50. There's the bid end. So thank you all for the bids. But with Catherine's just in case of 47, Eleanor comes to you for 48. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations. All right, Bill.
$22, Jason. And I have this beautiful lithograph, framed lithograph. And many of you may know this particular piece. It's The Age of Innocence by Joshua Reynolds. And it was done in the 1780s. At some point, there's a little controversy over whether or not it was 1785 or 1787. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. And as you can see, the frame on it is pretty substantial. It's a nice, thick frame because it's not just a frame lithograph. Oops. It's also a little trinket box with a mirror on the inside as well.
That's good.
Has a felted back. So I don't have a date on this. I don't know how old it is, but as you can see from the frame, it does have quite a bit of wear. And I will point out there's not a lot of damage. There's a little paint loss on the back. And then the nails on both of these hinges aren't fully nailed in, but I actually think that's on purpose so that the hinge can open. But I just thought this was so cool that it was this lithograph and a box and a mirror. And I don't know if you can change this out. I could not locate an area where that would be an easy thing to do, but I'm sure someone could figure out whether or not it was something they wanted to try. And it's a nice size too. So, to sit on a dresser or to hang on a wall. It doesn't have a mount on it, but I'm sure you could mount it, and it could be a nice little surprise sort of shelf for, for little trinkets, little things you wanna show to people every once in a while.
Real quick, interrupt you. My mom showed me the most amazing invention today, and I ordered it. They are called, oh gosh, Mom, put it in the chat. They are these double-sided nails, and it comes with this tool, and you put it in the tool, and then you put it on like the back of that and hammer it in on both sides. So it's a double-sided nail, right? So half of the nails are in that piece, and then you simply just put a level
oh my God,
and push it in.
Oh my God. Okay.
You can hang anything with them. They're amazing.
Especially for people like us who are always trying to put displays and stuff together. That's amazing. Yeah.
The 2 nails hold up to 35 pounds. So you just put your piece of art on the wall and push it in, and it's done.
That's so good. And
that's really cool.
It probably makes it easier to level it too. Since you're holding it, you can just
the picture and put the level on it, and you just go boop and stick it right in the wall.
Oh my God. Bill, Lucinda wanted to know if you thought it was handmade. Do you think it's a handmade item? Maybe one of a kind?
Could be.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really know. There's nothing that indicates there's a manufacturer, but it is quite good quality. But lots of handmade things are really good quality. In fact, I think some of us might argue that handmade is often better quality than mass produced. But I don't know. There's no indication in either way if it was handmade. But gorgeous nonetheless. 11 inches from top to bottom, 9 inches across. Just a good, nice size. So someone says they've heard that these are candy boxes. That could be too.
Okay.
I'd love a box full of candy, and I'd like to see them in the reflection.
Oh, yeah.
Double the candy.
I'm with you, Bill. All
right, I'll go ahead and start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Yeah, this particular piece of art has been reproduced so many times. This is a lithograph behind the glass, but I've seen it on tin. I've seen it repainted. It's a really famous piece. And they believe this was his grandniece that he painted her so the family would have a portrait of her. Aww. So there is the bid end. And right before the bid end, my flea market treasures came in with a bid of 24. Thank you so much. It's yours. Congratulations.
All right, Miss Ariana.
All right. Next up is going to be another choice. Now, these might not be something that I would normally pick up, but they reminded me of Mr. Bill, and I hope that I do you justice, Mr. Bill. So it's going to be choice, and these are vintage, made in Japan wall pocket planters. And you get to choose between this one.
Oh, wow.
This one is from Calico. This is Calico, and it is a ceramic.
Ariana, what's your start price?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's start these at $12 choice.
You got it.
So it's designed after your standard cuckoo clock, but even the little weights and everything are made out of pottery or ceramic. And then here on the back is where you would hang it. It also has these little protectors for against your wall. They are very clean. Very clean. So instead of a cuckoo clock that annoys you every hour, you can have a cuckoo clock that you put plants in. or keep this in your kitchen and keep your pens in there. I do have a little sprig I plucked from my set back here to kind of give you an idea. You could actually use it as a planter if you wanted to. So this is the first choice, and they are pretty large. This one is just under 9 inches, so pretty sizable, but a lot of little detail. I love the 2 little lovebirds up here at the top. So this is the first wall pocket option. And then the second, now I wasn't able to nail down a maker on this one, but this one has a rooster on it. Same concept.
Wow.
It is a wall pocket planter. This one has 2 separate sections instead of the one larger section like the first one. And then it also has the ceramic weights as well. And these are in the form of little pine cones. And they are on their original chains. Here is the back of this one. And then on the bottom right here, it says made in Japan. Oop, made in Japan. And then it has that really sweet little rooster graphic on the top. So you have this one, and they're both in really good condition. Or you have this one. But imagine
collection
together in like a cottagey style, kitchen. I think they are so darling. They won't annoy you with their cuckooing. And they're just in really good condition and super unique. I hadn't seen these before. I know they exist, but to find them, I think was kind of fun. I think they're really sweet.
I love them.
Every time you find these, they're missing the faux weights, or they're chipped, or they're damaged, or they're crazed, with stained crazing. These look brand new. And Ariana, the one with the 2 lovebirds on the top, I think that one, I mean, it actually looks like real wood. Like they did such a good job.
Bird popping out. Cuckoo.
So good.
Yeah, well, this one does have a little bit of crazing on the white, but the brown has absolutely zippity doo dah crazing. And again, with the weights, they're just really well made. And they're not broken, which is super cool.
Awesome.
I like complete. But we're going to start the countdown on choice of these at 15. I actually like them together, though. 14, 13, 12, 11. I'm trying to get it straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and cuckoo clock planter wall pocket bit end.
These are amazing. Imagine in a cabin, or if you do like cottage core decor, how great these would look and all that.
I think
I want to start a new collection.
I think just like this on your wall.
They look good.
Is just so sweet. It's like a nod to vintage, but it really migrates into more, up-to-date style, but just still really fun.
All right.
I love them.
So you had Marion in at 24, but then you had Lisa Green with a just in case at 30. So Lisa, you get first choice at 25, Lisa. So let Ariana know which one you want.
Thank you so much, Lisa. You can say brown, or you can say white. I know this has more than white, but just to keep it simple. Or you can say
both.
She wants both.
I got you, Miss Green. Thank you so much for supporting me. It really means a lot. Thank you.
Looks awesome. And the way you were showing them, Ariana, they got to stay together. They look good.
Stay together.
So good. Guys, thank you all for joining us. Please make sure you're following all of us. Karen Gillette, thank you so much for being our bid ender tonight. And Holly, thank you for dropping those links in there for us. My next item is going to start just a smidge higher at $34, but it is my fairy lamp for the evening. And what I take of this is these are a little harder to find. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even find an amber one online. It's the little 3-toed. I know my hands are in the way, so I'll show you. It's got the little 3-toed. There's no damage. This is made by Ellie Smith. It's made by Ellie Smith, and it is in their pattern of the daisy button. So again, cute little fairy lamp. This would be a good starter one to start with your collection. I've been saying this for a couple sales. These are great. Put them into use. Take them out on your decks this summer. Put one of those little citronella candles in there and just start using it. So there's no damage at all to it. The chimney is in perfect condition. Again, it's got this honey amber color made by Ellie Smith. Get in there. I love the glistening of the molded daisy button on there. That is actually the way they did it in the old glass days, so that it gave it the glistening effect to it in the sunlight, but with a little fairy lamp here, I think it looks even better. So there is the base. Again, no chips, no cracks. Taylor, thank you. I see you in at 35, so we're looking for 36 or more. Again, this is made by Ellie Smith. And again, I take it these are a little harder to get or find. When you do some research, you just don't see them all that often. I don't know if they didn't make a lot of them or they got damaged. But again, this one's in perfect condition. So there's your base. Together, it measures, when I have the lid on, it measures 5 inches tall. So together, it measures 5 inches tall. At the widest point, it's about 4 inches across. So let me get in there on that gorgeous design. Again, this is made by Ellie Smith, and it actually matches the little nubbins that they do to their swung vases. So if that was a look you're going for, it has the 3 little nubbins right there on the bottom, the 3 little feet. Again, I have actually seen that they, I know, Barb, I agree with you. I know that they made little dishes, the same company, Ellie Smith, that mimics this. This would also match Bill's little pictures that he showed earlier. But again, just a gorgeous example of a fairy lamp. And remember, Bill, you know what August is? It is Amber Glass month. It is
we have made it so.
It is the month of amber glass. So you got to get it so you're ready for your fall decor. And right now we are at 40. So we're looking for 41 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. Again, no damage. Ellie Smith, daisy button fairy lamp. And we are offering just in case to active bidders. So let's count it down. We're looking for 41 or more. Hello, Les. How are you? We're looking for 41 or more. So let's go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 41 or more, or the bid end from Karen Gillette. Thank you so much. Taylor, thank you. I see you're just in case. Again, on the Ellie Smith Amber Daisy Button Fairy Lamp. No chips, no cracks, no damage, in very good condition. In the gorgeous honey amber color. Love this little nugget. And there's the bid end. So let me sit it down. Taylor, I saw you're just in case of 60, and I think we had a bid of 40. So it's yours for 41. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
Les just made mushroom burgers and tater tots for dinner, and now I'm really hungry.
God, that sounds so good.
It does sound good. All right, Jason, $12 for choice.
You got it.
And these are ceramic figurines. They're not salt and pepper shakers, and they are sets. So the first set for choice, and they're both kitten sets, these little cuties, I don't know, tabby cats maybe, just adorable. And again, little minis, not mini, but they're small. They are 3.5. These ones are 3 inches tall. So the little kind of one that's about to pounce, and then the one that's standing. I love that they have their little tongues sticking out. They both have red and gold Japan stickers on them, and they are in really good vintage condition. Really good. No chips, no cracks, nothing to sort of write home about. I also have an adorable set of what I think are Siamese cats. Siamese?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah.
Blue eyes, really, really pretty. Only one of them has a Japan sticker, but it's actually that same red and gold sticker. So I think these probably came from the same collector's house. And these are a little bit taller because they stand at 3.5 inches tall. But just to give you a size comparison of all 4. So it's for choice on the set. So both of the Siamese or both of the tabbies. I think that's what they are.
They're so cute, Bill.
I love that you have 4 different positions too. I mean, not that you're going to take all 4, but I just love that there were so many different ways that you could sculpt a kitten or a cat. So fun. So just a little close up on each one. Beautiful face, beautiful hand painting.
Yeah, you're right. Look, they do. They have their tongue sticking out, don't they, Bill?
All of them do. All of them do. Yeah. Really adorable. So thank you for your bids, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So anyone else who's interested, this will be a good time to get your bids in. And again, it's for choice on the set of the tabbies or the set of the Siamese. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I think that one's my favorite, just the way it looks so good in the camera.
Well, you know what I was thinking too with that one that's your favorite? Does it have a little hole on its belly?
It does.
How cute would that be if you hung it on the wall?
Ooh.
Like,
yeah. Another thing I love doing when they have the holes in the belly is to put some floral putty in here and make them into a floral pick and then put them into your plants, because that putty and that pick can come out, so you're not permanently damaging your ceramics. But you can only do it when you have the holes.
Never
So
thought
there's
of that.
the bid end. Lisa, your 18 came in right after. I'm sorry. So Mama's Treasures had the highest bid at 17. So just let me know if you would like the Siamese or the tabby. And then Wanda, you're back up at 16. Or both, of course. And there were little strings around the tabbies. I didn't remove the strings from around their necks. I don't know how long they've been there, so I left them.
Siamese?
So I'm going to take the Siamese. So Wanda, just let me know if you would like the tabbies. And if you were hoping for the Siamese, completely understand. Okay. Thank you, Wanda. The tabbies are yours.
All right, Miss Ariana.
all right. So this next pairing is another personal collection item of mine. So I'm sad to see them go, but it's time. Being brave. Usually I would do these as a choice, but one of them has a repair. So I'm going to do them as the pair. They're going to start at 20, please, Jason.
Got it.
They are vintage 1940s. I'm going to butcher this. I told you I was going to butcher it. I'll just spell it. Maruri. Help me out here, gentlemen.
I have to write it down. M-A-R.
Marui. I got nothing.
Marui? I don't know. Too many R's.
R-U-R-I, okay? It's the pair of these beautiful little butterfly babies.
God, I was just going to say, it don't matter how you pronounce the name. These are just epic, so don't worry about the name of them.
Adorable. So I'm actually going to take them off of here because it makes me nervous. But I'm going to start with the one that has the repair just so that you can see. So, like I said, normally I do these choice, but this one does have a repair, right? It's a good repair, but you can kind of see the glue in the light. So the tip from here up of her wing was broken off at some point, and then it was repaired. But you can see the glisten of the glue. But other than that, they are in really good condition. And these are my favorite colorway in these. They are the baby pink with the Tiffany blue. They are ceramic. I just absolutely love them. Made in Japan, 1940s. Now, this one is looking like a repair on camera. That is not. That is just part of the wing shading. That is not a repair. It's just part of the wing shading. So here's the first one. She is just in this sweet little sitting pose with her beautiful wings in the back. And again, this is for the pair, not for choice. Now, the second one is in perfect condition. There's no issues that I can see with this one. And she's just like, shh, just stop. Shh. And she's got these beautiful, I love that their wings are different. They're the same style, but, you know, just like real butterflies. Every little butterfly baby has its own different pattern of wing. And this one has such a sweet face, and it's made in Japan. And if you hold them together, you can see that they definitely have different faces. They're similar, but they are hand painted. So each one is an individual. They even have different colored hair. And then you can see here too the different style of wings, which I just love, because in nature, you'll never find two identical butterflies. So why should you find two identical butterfly babies? But this one has a different colorway. This one has a very light pastel yellow hat or bonnet, I'm not sure what you would call it, and kind of like a light sage green outfit with yellow shoes. And this is the baby pink and Tiffany blue. And they just look so sweet together. I had them like this, like her telling her, like, shh, girl. Just like that. But they are adorable, really good condition, other than the one little repair on this wing right here. And again, 1940s, so, 80 years old, and they've lasted. So really incredible, and they're just stunning. But we're going to count these babies down at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Even her little fingers never been broken.
The details on those wings are incredible.
Aren't they?
I know, the wings are everything. They really, and the fact that they're different from one another, I love it. It's like they're two different species.
I know.
So good.
This is a butterfly, and this is a hey girl butterfly.
I just bought a vintage butterfly book from Barb the other night. I'm gonna look these up when I get it in the mail.
Oh, okay. When you get them in the mail?
Well, I bought the book from Barb about butterflies, so I'll look up the wings.
I don't think you're bidding on these, sir.
No, I'll take a screenshot.
Okay, here you go. There's your screenshot.
All right, Ariana. Catherine had a straight bid of 30, but KB came in with a just in case of 58. So KB, you get them for $31.
Congratulations, KB. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Up next, I have choice on some rusty, crusty, not so dusty because I wiped them off, but it's going to be on choice of some Spice advertising tins. So they are identical, but they do both have different wear. So choice on these great little Gillette little tins. They are little Spice tins. And one of them still has some spice in it. And these would have held they would have held saffron. So they would have held saffron in them. So I never saw these before until I found these. So you can see they are identical. This one here, if you just want one of them, when it comes to the choice, we'll call this one the rusty one because there's a little bit of rust on them. So I'm not sure the date on these. They did make the same tin for an awfully long time, but I have to say in the research I did, these could be anywhere from the 20s to the 40s. So probably 20s to the 40s. So let me show you one at a time right here. We'll show you up close on the great detailing. Overall, it's in very good condition from Chicago, Illinois, and then it does say on the front, it says Chemical Works. So you can see here on the side, Karen, thank you, Karen Gillette. I see you at 10. I thought these would make great little risers or make great little decor pieces in your little shadow boxes. But what I love is I brought it more so for the back. That's why I offered them both, because I thought if you bought them both, you could set them like this. So at the same time, you could see the front and the back. So has this very deco crescent moon with this owl. And of course, you can see there is some wear to it, but that is the back. So it's very, very, very worn, but I still think it has that look where I think it still displays very well. So there's the back that's showing really well. So I'm pretty sure that's a litho on the back. Again, it is a little tin, and I think, nope, that one is a hard one to open. And actually, you know what? Let me double check. Yep, they are identical. This one, if we can get it open real quick, I opened it before the sale. This one still has some spice in it. So if you guys are interested in that, because it still has a spice in it, that one still has some in it. So
in today's market, that amount of saffron that you just showed us is like $40. Monica's right. She says it's the bougiest of all spices.
It is. And it's funny. I did look up these tins, and you're right. A little bit of the saffron. I mean, it is. So, but it's in there, and it doesn't have much of an odor left to it. Don't know if maybe the previous owner put some in it just for aesthetic, or if it's original to it. So the measurement, I forgot to tell you guys, it's about 2.5 inch diameter. Again, I thought this would be great, for your little spice rack, if that's what you guys collect. Great in the kitchen, just great anywhere. Again, rusty, crusty, dusty. all the way around. And then there's the wear on the back of this one. So there's that one.
I'm so mad at you. I love that. But guys, don't forget that back in your Halloween display. Get out of here. That's what I would totally use it for. I can't even look. I'm so mad.
That's what I was thinking when I pulled it. And again, I thought they are the same, but they're different because you could display them like that if you wanted to. So we're still at 10 with Miss Karen Gillette. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. We are offering just in case to active bidders. And when you win, just let me know if you want rust or no rust. That's how we'll tell the difference. So we'll count it down. Oh, some bids are coming in. I see Janet at 11.
Where the heck is Catherine? This is
Catherine in at 12. And thank you, Ariana, because I forgot to mention that they would be great in your Halloween display. So we'll count them down. We're looking for 13 or more. We are doing just in case. Let's go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That owl is so good. And it was hard for me to read what was on there. I think it says trademark on the moon. I actually found one on the internet in really good shape to give me a better example of what they all said. But I'm pretty sure it says trademark in there.
It does.
In the moon. All right, there's the bid end. Thank you, Holly, so much. So Karen G, let me know at 29 which one are ones you want. And Rusty Snail, you'll have backup. But Karen, just let me know if you want the one with a little bit of rust or no rust. And you can definitely take both if you want them. All right. All right. They're both yours. Congratulations. Thank you guys so much. All right.
I have no idea why Karen might have wanted those.
I don't either. I can't figure it out.
So $20, Jason. And I've really been enjoying bringing all the different sort of mid-century ceramic anthropomorphic kitchenware. And today I have one that I haven't seen before.
He's got
Isn't he fun? Isn't he fun? And I actually don't know who the manufacturer is. The best I could get was that it's Nippon, but Nippon was a lot of different companies. So I'm not sure who it was. So this little guy is mounted to his saucer. And I think it's just really cute. And I wanted to show it this way first, just so that you see the condition issue is that when they were painting his eyelashes, someone was a little messy and a little paint got up onto his brow. But other than that, all of his freckles or chicken pox are in perfect condition. There is a little missing glaze here. This is a glaze slip, but no chips or cracks. This is actually a sugar bowl. So there is a spoon that comes with it, not the original spoon because it would have been a plastic spoon, but the sugar bowl top is adorable as well because it's got this little birdie perched on the top of his hat.
It's amazing.
Which I think is so, so cute. So I thought for folks who collected Holt Howard or PY or DeForest, this is just another great piece to add some variety to that collection. But he's kind of adorable on his own. The only marking is actually a blue and white Japan sticker, 3/4 of it. There is a quarter of the sticker missing. But so, so cute, especially with this. I love this little bird kind of perched on top. No condition issues with the lid either. So
I love his nose.
Isn't he great?
I love his chubby little nose with his freckles.
Yeah, I think it's so fun. And you can actually, there's a version that I've seen online that doesn't have the freckles. And I'm just really happy to have the one that does have the freckles because I think the freckles are everything. So in terms of size, it's 5 inches from the bottom of the saucer to the top of the bird. And again, if you didn't hear me say that before, the saucer is part of the ceramic. So it's an applied piece on top of the saucer. So sweet though.
Amazing.
And again, for me, maybe people have seen this a lot before, but I kind of study this sort of ceramic and I haven't seen this one previously. And you can find a couple listings of it for it online, but not a ton. So my guess is it was a short run. Some rather unknown Nippon ceramic company made it. And I didn't see any companion pieces. So just really fun. So I'll go ahead and start that countdown for anyone else who's interested. And again, the only condition issue of note is the paint here on the brow. So 20, 19, 18, 15, 17, 16, Jason, rubbing off on me. 14, 13, you haven't done it in a while, I know. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And let me just publicly say, Jason hasn't done that like in a year. So, I guess I was having a brain freeze.
Now I'll do it tonight, probably 4 times, Bill. Thank you.
Not a problem. I'm always happy to help.
No problem.
So thank you all for your bids. There's the bid end. So had a bid of 32, and Kim Tucker came in with a just in case of 46. So Kim, this is coming to you for $33. Thank you so much.
He was good, Bill. All right, Ariana.
All right, Jason, now when I do my sales on my channel, I pull my numbers because I struggle with what to sell next. So I need your help. Should I do, because I try to bring something from like different sections. So should I do mid-century or should I do kitchen?
Coming off of Bill, go with mid-century.
Mid-century. Okay, mid-century. Again, this is not something I would normally pick up, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit and cater to different styles. So this is a Eric Huggend decanter, and it is a sweet little size. We're going to start it. Let's start it at 20, please, Jason.
You got it.
So here he is, or she, Miss America. So this is a very mid-century, made in Italy decanter bottle. Like I said, from what I was able to find, the maker of this piece is Eric Huggend. Eric Huggend, made in Italy.
Yep.
This piece has a lot of really cool factors about it. First is this just really fun stopper. I mean, the stopper really makes the piece. Obviously, I do have a little thing here to kind of help you see its face. Now, that blemish you're seeing in the one eye is actually its original made in Italy sticker. So it says made in Italy right there on the back. And then in the front, look, it's holding its own little hand. It is just, what you got for me, Jason?
I was just going to say, he was contracted by Neiman Marcus to make a series of these. And I think the one you have, because there's a difference, and I'm trying to remember, there's a difference in the way the hands are posed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if that was a neat, because they were decanters and he was so known for this. I feel like this one is the Neiman Marcus one, which that doesn't matter. They're both highly sought after and very highly collectible, and they're worth about the same. But I think you have the Neiman Marcus one, but he was so popular that Neiman Marcus contracted him to make a different series, and they have a square face and a round face. That's all I was going to say.
Well, this is the round face. He is 10 inches. Now, it is actually blue glass. It is not flashed. The little sticker, unfortunately, fell off, but I will reattach that. No worries. But the stopper has its original seal. And then here is the bottle. Here's the bottom. And it does still seal really well, just to kind of give you an idea. Are you ready for that glorious sound? Love that. So
it's
it
amazing.
is a piece of vintage that you could actually utilize. Put your salad dressing in this. Put it on your table. How fun is that? Of course, if you're someone who collects colored glass, if you have a rainbow glass display, throw this in your blues. And how fun would this be as just a little mid-century nod? Really fun design. Really unique. It's not something you're going to come across a lot, and it's not flashed. It is actual blue glass, and I just thought it is very fun, very mid-century, such a unique design and aesthetic. I thought, even though I'm not a huge mid-century picker, I just thought this piece was special. So I did grab him, and I'm glad that I did because I got to learn something. So thanks, Eric, for making such a fun decanter.
And Kim, I'm sorry, there I go stuttering. It's Kimry Ann. She's right. He works for Costa Boda. Exactly right. And
that's what I meant to
yep.
say. That his works are known for Costa Boda as well, and it is a 3-inch. I can never remember if it's diameter or circumference.
Diameter.
Yep. Thank you. But we are going to start the countdown on this beautiful mid-century decanter at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
Ariana, this is so clean because when I find them, usually the head has some, because they had soap in them too when they were for Neiman Marcus. So
they get all milky on the inside.
Yeah.
Sold full up with soap?
Yeah, it was dried powdered soap. Even the large Genie bottles that are in Poli, they were sold as just, they were filled with powdered soap. And then once you emptied it and used it, then you kept the Genie bottle.
Yeah, the kind that people put in their bubble baths.
Yes. Yep. All right. It's going.
I really appreciate it.
Right there, $77. Even overwent all the just in cases. So Kimry Ann, congratulations.
So much, Kimry Ann. And I will let me know, Kimry, if you just want me to ship you the Made in Italy sticker in a little envelope, or if you, I don't know how, I want it to go with it, obviously, but I don't know the safest way to reattach it. So let me know if it's okay if I just send this to you in a little envelope accompanying him. So let me know. I'm sorry about that. It just fell off. It's not creased or anything, but I want to make sure he goes with it.
That's perfect. Thank God you have it. And she said, sure, that's fine. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Gang, with about 210 of you here, thank you so much for hanging out with us here tonight. Please make sure you're following Ariana. The link to her channel is right down there below. Please make sure you're following Garden Guy Bill. His link is down there below. And please make sure you're following me as well, too. And gang, my next item is going to be Choice, starting at $12. And they're both marked Italy, and I have some micro mosaics to choose from. So they're similar but different. So let's start with the one that I think is a little more unique. It's a little pill box. So it's reading true to color. It's like this pale purple. Like it hinges on like a pale gray, but in the right light, it's like a pale purple. Thank you, Susan. I see you in at 12. Again, both of these are stamped Italy. This one I think was used, so there is a little tarnishing to the side of it. This little pill box measures about 1.25 inches in diameter. So 1.25 inches in diameter. So we'll pop this open for you, and you'll see here on the inside, right there is where it's stamped Italy, and there's the inside. So of course, this could be a little, it kind of also reminds me of little snuff containers from back in the day, but I'm pretty sure this probably would have been a little pill container. Again, this would be cute for you to use again. You can see all that embossing here on the side, but you can see there is some tarnishing and wear because I think whoever owned this prior used this, probably carried in their pocket or their purse. But again, really good condition with no wear, and it's not missing any of the little tiles on it. So that was your first choice at 12. Your second choice at 12 is the little pin or the little brooch. This one also is the similar color on the outside. It's like that pale, like lavender or pale gray, depending on how the light hits it. Again, you can see the great red and the orange in there, the orangish yellow. Even those two itty bitty flowers in there, those little white ones, really, really cute. On the back, it is stamped Italy. So it is stamped Italy right there. Hopefully that's reading. You can see the safety clasp. It works very well. No issues at all to it. And this little guy here measures just about 1.25 inches in diameter, but it is oval. So it is oval. So again, it's reading true to color. Nothing is missing. Thank you, Fish Mom. I see you're 15. So we're looking for 16 or more. It's going to be on Choice on the brooch. Let me see if I can show you here. There's no real wear to this, just maybe just a little on the back, but again, stamped Italy. So it looks like we have Renovative Home in at 14.15. And then we got Marion in at 16. Thank you so much, Marion. Again, the clasp is in really good condition. Again, I'm not sure the date on these, but again, this is stamped Italy. So there's the brooch. I'll show you the pill box one more time. I think this is really unique. I don't see a lot of these other pieces all that often. Let me see if I can show you the little hinge. There's the little hinge. Really good condition. I love the embossing on the side. Thank you guys for all the interest. I see Lisa's in at 18. That came out of focus. And then please just note on this side, there is some patina and some wear. Both are stamped Italy, stamped there on the inside. I'll hold them both. We got some interest. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. Again, it is on choice. Actually, let me hold it so you can see all the colorful flowers. Thank you guys so much. Right now, we are in at Renovative Home. Oh, no, Marion was in at 19 first. So we're looking for 20 or more, and we're doing just in case for active bidders. So let's go ahead and count this down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 22 or more. Guys, you can use the just in case if you want to. Beat the lag, but you got to be an active bidder. And you'll be choosing between the brooch or the pill box. And top bidder can take both. Thank you, Lisa. I see you're just in case of 25. Susan's in with a just in case of 23. But Sarah from Renovative Homes in at 26, right before the bid end. So Sarah, let me know at 26. Let me know if you want we'll just make it easy to type. We'll call this pin or we'll call it box. Pin or box. And then Lisa, you'll have backup on whatever's left. So Sarah, just let me know if you want the pin or the box. Thank you guys so much for your interest in these. I love the red and the yellow or the orange, and that's so good. Okay, you got the brooch. Thank you so much, Sarah. Congratulations. So Lisa, let me know if you're interested in the little pill box at 25. And if you're not, then Susan will have backup at 23. But Lisa, right now, you could have the pill box at your just in case of 25. All right, it's yours. Thank you guys so much. Everyone wins. All right, Bill.
$28, Jason. And my pottery company of the night is Hull, H-U-L. And I've never had a piece of this before, so I'm really excited. This is a beautiful pink candlestick. I know you're not seeing the pink right now, but it is pink. And this is in Hull's 1957 line called Serenade. And the reason it's called Serenade is while on one side you see these beautiful flowers on a branch, on the other side is this sweet little bird. So that's how it got its name, Serenade. And this is for a set. They would have come initially as a set. And with a lot of the candlesticks that Hull and other companies made, typically there was a console bowl in the middle of them. Now in this set, because again, if you remember last week, and back here behind me, you see the butterfly from 1956 Hull pieces. This is when Hull was experimenting and trying to do some different things because they were trying to outcompete other companies. This one did not come with a console bowl. It actually came with a fruit bowl or what looks like a modern day banana boat. It's actually pretty cool in the same pattern. But this is in the pink. I'm going to put the black behind it in a minute so you can see the pink a little bit more. It also would come in a much more common blue color. So those are the two colors that Serenade came in. And this is S stands for Serenade number 16. So it was the 16th mold for Serenade because there's lots of other pieces. There's planters and vases and lots of different things. But a really sweet piece, and they're quite big for candlesticks. They're 6.5 inches tall and so pretty. Very soft. See if we can get a better look on the pink.
Awesome. You would have to set your alarm to rotate hourly, obviously.
Right. I mean, nice, right? I love these pottery companies who thought about making something that people could change up from time to time, right? There are no condition issues with these. And interestingly enough, if you are interested in the butterfly line from the year before, they coordinate really nicely with them because there is sort of a little bit of a spackling or very faint, you can see it here, orange peel finish on them, like the butterfly pieces back here. But I'm so happy because I never have been able to get a serenade piece before. They are typically not accessible in terms of price. So to find these out in the wild was pretty exciting for a pottery guy.
Well, I love these because if you guys collect like the little Leo Bluebird of Happiness, the glass, you have those in your window. These would look great on your table. There, oh, right there, instant decor. Plus, if you guys love the kitsch, that's what I love about this. It marries in between the mid-century, more class, and then it also marries with your kitsch really well too. Like if you collect Lefton Bluebirds.
And I think that's what Hull was trying in these mid-50s, was to try to make the pottery not so stale, not so predictable, but trying to follow mid-century without losing the pottery piece. So yeah, I love them. I love them to death.
And Bill, they are asking, is it a pale pink? It is sort of washed out.
Oh, I wouldn't even say it's a pale pink. It's pink. Okay. It's a nice pink. Yeah, it's really hard on these screens.
It is. I'm afraid that's what they're not seeing, is that it is this very, very 1950s style pink.
That's what it is. Sort of like that cotton candy pink. That's what I would say it looks like. It looks like cotton candy. And that's what they were trying to do. Even the blue is different than the blue that Hull would use before. It's a very baby blue. So cotton candy pink and baby blue, really beautiful.
These are
so
great.
Thank you for your interest. I'll go ahead and start a countdown since we have some interest. They are really collectible. Also, I'll just put it out there. If a reseller wanted to grab these tonight, you'd probably do pretty well with these, just so you know. They are pretty sought after. So with that, I'll start the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Also, no condition issues. I didn't note that. They do have their Hull stamp, their S17 mark, and this one actually says 1957 on the bottom, which stands for 1957.
So good.
Yeah, they're really pretty, really, really pretty.
Grab a prop.
Quintessential 1950s. That's what that is.
They completely are. They completely are. So thank you, everyone, for your bids. Lisa, your 42 came in right after the bid end. So thank you, Marion. These are coming to you for $41. I know you're going to love them because they're gorgeous.
That's a hard pattern to find. I've only sold one piece in it.
It is a totally hard pattern to find. Yeah.
The pink.
Hi, Miss Pamela.
I had to get a prop. So I brought some jewelry tonight in honor of Tina of Mother Tuckers. She always brings some fabulous jewelry. So I wanted to show some jewelry tonight. I freaked out when I found these pair of earrings. Now, they're going to start at $20, please. And they are signed. They are by Bogoff. They are signed on the back. Now, they are clip-ons, but don't sleep on clip-ons because they're very universal. So I'm going to try to show you the best that I can. So they, at the top, have this beautiful crescent moon. And they have clear rhinestones. There are 4 clear rhinestones in each of the crescent moons on the top. And then on the back, they are signed Bogoff. Sorry, why am I all crooked tonight? You're not obviously going to be able to see the marking, but they are signed and detailed on the back as well. But that crescent moon shape is just everything. And then, so you see, they are just stunning, right? They're beautiful, crystal clear, no scuffs, no scratches. They're even glistening just off of the natural light in the room. But when you light them up with a black light, they are just so fluorescent.
Amazing.
So they are stunning. Now, Look, you know I gotta like them because here's the thing. I got goosebumps. And when I have goosebumps, that means I really believe in a piece of vintage. So when I light them up, they give me goosebumps. They are stunning. They even sparkle with the black light on them. Now, clip-ons have many uses. Of course, you can wear them. They are wearable. But if you're someone who doesn't necessarily like clip-ons, of course you can convert them to standard post backs, or these are great to hang on the bottom of your lampshades. Or if you're someone who wears collared shirts, just take each earring and place them on either side of your collared shirt as just like a little bit of something extra. Also, I'm a big believer in using clip-ons to decorate your ephemera. And you guys are probably thinking like, girl, why you gotta decorate your ephemera? Well, because you do, okay? So this is not included. It's just to give you an example. So you take your vintage receipt spike, your vintage postcard, and a little magnet, and you display your favorite pieces of ephemera. I chose this one because of the owls and the moon. Of course, you don't have to do that. But then you just put your clip-ons on the bottom. They're not even because I only put one clip-on on. Hang on. And display them like that. And I would take the plastic off the postcard. Again, the postcard and the receipt spike are not included. But just to give you an example of a really fun way to play with your vintage clip-ons, I think that vintage clip-on earrings are way underrated. Like I said, they're very universal. Just really fun to add to all sorts of different things. But again, with that glisten, oh my goodness, absolutely stunning. When I lit these up at the antique store, these are the brightest piece of glowy jewelry that I'd seen. And I liked them even prior to that because of the crescent moon at the top. And they are signed, once more, Bo Goff. Very high-end designer of costume. Just absolutely stunning. And you can put the crescent moons either facing out or facing in, just depending on your preference. And I think they're stunning. I think they're the most beautiful pair of clip-on earrings I have ever picked up. I love everything about them. Everything about them. But we're going to start the countdown on these at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
They kind of cross over into different genres too. Very deco, yet very soft 50s. They're so good.
I loved them. And the backs are really good. They still hold. They're really tight. As you can saw, they flip to a very thin piece of paper. So they're still in very good wearable condition.
All right. It looks like Glowy Girl's going to take them for 41 because Marion had a bid of 40 and Glowy Girl just in case of 52. So Glowy Girl.
Is that not so perfect?
It is.
Thank you
Congratulations.
So much, girl.
They're so good, Ariana.
I love them.
All right, guys. And Marion, your 52 did come in after the bid end. So, gang, I hope I have some of my mid-century lovers with me tonight because when Tina found this piece, well, she was very excited and then I was very excited. So it might take the right kind of person and it is going to start a little higher. It's going to start at $55, but I'll show it to you and I'll explain it to you. So I have a gorgeous piece of mid-century Italian pottery. This is in very good vintage condition. There's no glaze pops, there's no chips, there's no repairs at all. And you can see that it has 3 different flowers. I'll move it around to get the glare off of it. So you can see it's got 3 different colors. So that has like the orange effect to it. It is in like this mustard. It is like this mustard style yellow. So there's that color. And then this is like maybe your avocado green and brown flower. And then this one is like your true green and brown color. So it's in very good condition. I believe that this could quite possibly be Batosi, and I'll explain to you why. But first of all, it has its original Rosenthal Netter sticker on the bottom. Now, what is important about that is that was an import company, and they imported some of the best pottery from Italy, and then it was sold in high-end, like high-end furniture stores or high-end boutiques. You had to be somebody special, and he was a designer who also wanted the best of things with the name on. That's about the best that I can tell you on that. Now, usually when it's signed Italy and numbered and has a Rosenthal Netter sticker on it, plus it has the raw pottery around the outside, and it is pressed in like that, that's usually Batosi. But I don't have a Batosi sticker, but that's the best I can tell you. But I will tell you that this is a higher end piece of mid-century Italian pottery. So there's the inside on it. It's in super good, clean condition. I don't know that the folks that owned this before ever used it. There is one online right now, but the difference is it is damaged and there is no Italy on the bottom. Okay, so there is one online right now, but there's no Italy on the bottom. So Christine's in at 55. It measures 7.5 inches tall. So it's 7.5 inches tall. And at the widest point down here, it is 5 inches across. So let me get in on this earthy earth tone, the texture. If you guys aren't familiar with this style of Italian pottery, it is really, really super collectible. Even has that atomic style jack almost look to it. So I think this would look great with your 50s decor as well. If you guys are into earthenware, if you guys are into mid-century, again, this is very, I think, boho. I think if you wanted to pop it into your boho decor, and it is a nice weighty piece of pottery. So again, it has those repeating, let me get the glare off, the repeating designs of the jack style almost. 3 different colored flowers.
And these flowers look atomic as well with that black outlining in the middle. I think it's really cool because it is like 5 different decades.
It is. And then you can see this is more, it fades more into like I want to say almost like a creamy mustard green at the top and then fades down in. And this is like a mustard yellow. It's reading pretty true to color. When it isn't in direct light, it seems just a little darker. So then it has the orange and brown.
I love the texture.
I do too. If you guys have never felt a piece of this pottery, I'll tell you, you can feel and you can see how they made it very rough, you know, so it shows some of the clay coming through, and then there's the brown. And again, for the era, if you guys are into those colors, you know, with the burnt colors of the late 60s into the 1970s, which is a popular, you know, making a popular resurgence, this is definitely going to look great as your centerpiece on a table or a side table. Super great decor. Again, it still has its original Rosenthal Netter tag on the bottom, and it is signed Italy with the 54/3. I'm not sure what that means, but again, usually when it is of this texture and has the stamp and the number on the bottom, it's usually a sign that it could possibly be in the style of or Batosi. But since it doesn't say that, I can't tell you that that's what it is. But it's a higher quality piece of Italian pottery. We're going to count it down. We are at 55. We're looking for 56 or more. And gang, we are offering just in case to active bidders. So again, the size of it is it's 7.5 inches tall, 7.5 inches tall. So it is a large one. So let's count it down. Thank you. I see the bids. I see Susan at 56. Christine's in at 58, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid. And I get super excited because we don't find this a lot around here. And what would make it even closer with Batosi if it had some of the enameled paint on it. All right, guys, thank you for all of your interest. So Susan had a 58. Susan had a 61. Christine had a just in case of 150. Susan had a 67. So I don't see a bid end yet. There's the bid end. So it looks like it's going to Christine for $68. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And thank you all for the bids.
$15, Jason. And, you know, a lot of you know Jason and I think alike, even though we don't plan anything. He brings some Italian pottery, and I'm going to bring some Italian glass. But it's not your typical mid-century Italian glass. It is this beautiful blue satin hand-painted vase done by Norlands, made in Italy. It is gorgeous, and I'm going to put some black behind it just so you can see how gorgeous it is. And it is hand-painted on both sides with the same design. Now, Orland's commissioned a lot of these vases from Italy. The inside is white, and the more common satin color is actually white. Many of the Norlands pieces that are made in Italy are white satin. The blue satin isn't as common, and there's a cobalt as well. And I've seen a few like in a cream yellowish color, but this is the blue, and it's big. It's 11.5 inches tall. It's gorgeous. Now, this one does not have its sticker anymore, but you can see where it was, and it would have been a red Norlands sticker that said Norlands made in Italy. And you can look that up online if you're interested. There are a couple really good websites that show this glass. It is a nice, sturdy glass in really good condition. Now, again, a lot of you know the satin can get really marred up over time or grease stained, but this is not. The only condition issue I would point out is this one. It looks like a pencil line on the top of the vase here. I wasn't able to remove it with a magic eraser, but I also wasn't very, I didn't do it very roughly because I was afraid of the glass is actually, oh, it looks really good with the black behind it. The glass is not the thickest glass in the world. There's also a faint gold detail around the rim, which over time has worn away. You can see the remnants of it there, but it would have been much more pronounced during its youth when it was younger. But again, Garden Guy Bill can't help but pick up the pieces that are floral, especially when they're hand painted. I mean, just look at that. It is, it's a wildflower meadow on a vase.
That color, it looks like it's glowing.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty. And it does look so much better, I know, when I put the black behind it, right? And it focuses.
It looks like just a great summer color. Like I could see this on a parlor table in an entryway. Gorgeous, those colors.
My camera just decided to go crazy. There it is. Yeah, look
there
at that
you go.
bloom right there in the middle.
So soft.
So yeah.
Blue like the sky, Bill.
What's that?
It said it's blue like the sky.
Yeah. Yeah, really pretty.
So good. And that is cased glass, right? It has the white on the inside.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It's a little dirty at the bottom. It looks like it may have held some flowers at some point. But what better thing to put your flowers in than this vase, right? Beautiful big flower vase. So I will go ahead and start a countdown. Thank you for your bid. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in on this beautiful Italian glass. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I think I damaged my camera. It doesn't want to do anything anymore. It sees all this beauty and it doesn't know what to do with it. Oh my gosh, the hand paint. I just love it so much.
It's beautiful.
And then it's on both sides.
Boom. Lisa,
all right, there is the bid end. So it looks like right before the bid end, Lisa came in with a bid of 20. So thank you, Lisa. This is yours for $20. Congratulations.
Yay! That was great.
Right.
All right, now we've done some mid-century. We've done some kitsch. We've done a dog, some butterfly babies. So now we're going to bring a little bit primitive, a little primitive kitchen for you. I told you, I tried to bring a little bit for everyone tonight. This is going to start, oh, I didn't mean to shake you, at $25. I recently picked this up at one of my favorite little antique stores, Peacock Junction in Adairsville, Georgia. If you're ever there, or if you're ever in Adairsville randomly, go there because you'll love it. But I love this piece, and I do not come across it. And it's super Art Deco, but also primitive at the same time. But here she is, Miss America. I love this piece. piece so much. This is by World Products Corp, Chicago, Illinois, and then there's a patent number on the bottom. Now, I do want to tell you there is a chip on the bottom side of the rim right there, and then there are little flea bites around the bottom little pedestal legs. Now, to some people that may be bothersome. To me, especially when it comes to a piece that was actually utilized, that's where my love for vintage and antiques stems. Is when you hold it, the imagining somebody using it and cooking with it and mixing things in this. To them at the time, this was not an antique. This would be no different than you using your Pioneer Woman bowl to stir your pancakes in the morning. This was just something that they used. So the little chips and nicks on the feet just help tell its story. So this is a two-piece. Here is the bottom. Now, it does have its measurements on the side, so you can still use this. I love vintage that you can use. So you have your 2 cup, 1.5 cup, 1 cup, and half cup. And it is this really beautiful green little art deco with these little kind of towery, skyscrapery legs. So you have this piece. And then you have the wooden handled mixer on the top. Now, look at this little handle. It does still spin.
Amazing.
Little WD-40, okay, but she spins. And I love the color of the wooden handle. I love the chipping on it. And then this part is all metal, obviously. And then, of course, the most fun part we love is to light it up. So it is uranium glass.
Gonna ask. So good.
And it is very glowy. It's kind of being washed out a little bit right now because obviously all the lights. But this is just such a fun utilitarian piece of uranium glass. And I love the little mixer. Now, these are pretty collectible and they're kind of hard to find because throughout the years they would be separated, broken, because again, we used this. This was something that you actually used. This was your measuring cup. And then on the other side, they have ounces. So you have 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2 ounces. And then, you know, this would get broken or damaged, and then you would keep this. That's why a lot of times you can find the mixers, right? But you don't find the little container that they originally went to. But I just think it would be great in your kitchen. Such a fun little piece of uranium glass that is not so incredibly common. Thank you so much, Chloe. I see you in at 28. We are going to start the countdown. And also with this gives you a little shelf, right? So if you had a little treasure in your kitchen that you wanted to display, like Walter the Walrus, you could add your little treasures to it and kind of make a really fun assemblage for your kitchen decor.
See, Oriana, I was just going to say, I would throw some of the mini fairy lights that are black lights in there and use that as a little night light, like ambiance in your kitchen on the counter. Like, how cool would that be?
I just love it. I love the industrial mixed with the sweet uranium. I think it's a great look. I think it's a great look. You're doing great things, little mixer. We're
so good.
Down on it at 20, 19.
Love it.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It glows so much better in person.
So good. And the deco lines on it, too, are incredible.
Don't they just look like little skyscrapers?
They do.
So fun.
All right, the lag is real, guys. So it looks like Jill had a bid of 30. Joy had a bid of 35, but Glowy Girl had a just in case of 42.
Glowy,
46.
You look great with it. Look.
36, Glowy Girl.
Ta-da.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Thank you so much, Glowy.
Congratulations. All right, get myself moved over here. All right, guys, we're going to go from Art Deco and we're going to go into the swinging 60s and the 1970s because I have my planter for the evening. So I satisfied my contract with Bill And I don't believe that this is a hobbyist because it has like what's remaining of an original price tag on the bottom. So I'm not sure that it's hobbyist. So it's this gorgeous mushroom planter with those super retro looking flowers. So each one of these right here are flowers, and then you have the mushrooms. There's absolutely no damage. You can tell it was used at one time, which we all should be using our planters and putting plants in. You can tell it was used at one time, but there's no chips, there's no damage. I love the vibrant yellow. Again, Tina found this, so I have to give props to Tina. Repeating pattern on the other side, no chips, no cracks. And then on the base, there's just remnant of a tag on the bottom, but I can't make out. You can see that something's stamped right there. So for $18, I know folks love their mushrooms these days. This would go great with your Merry Mushroom set. It would go great in your Flower Power. In anything, you could use this as a holder for things. You could put some ephemera in there if you wanted to. I think it's just a gorgeous, and I love these rectangular boxy style planters because they're good that depending on the era of the house, these fit great on a ledge. So let me get in here and show you the great pattern of the mushrooms. Again, there's mushrooms here, then you have a flower, 2 more mushrooms, and then you have 2 flowers right there. So it measures about 3.5 inches tall. So 3.5 inches tall. Thank you, Karen, so much. 3.5 inches tall by about 7 inches wide. So by about 7 inches wide. Hello, Bridget. Hello, everybody. Again, there are no chips. There are no cracks. I love the waves in the back. Not sure of a manufacturer. I mean, it does have a high glaze all the way in through the inside. I don't feel like this is a hobbyist piece. It definitely feels like it was a manufactured piece. So let me get in there and show you guys those mushrooms at great detail. Again, like I was saying, if you have your Merry Mushroom, if you guys have some lucite mushrooms, even if you had your Viking mushrooms, how great this piece would look. And again, I don't find this color all that often. It's definitely fits the era. Like, for example, if you had this and then you had this, it kind of goes together, especially with your late 60s into your 1970s decor. You know, if you guys do those, like Bill, when you did your Tupperware sale, it reminds me of like the yellow in the Tupperware, you know, the burnt, the browns, the orange, and the yellow that they have. So Vicky's in at 19. It looks like we have Karen in at 20, but Vicky is in at 21. Again, no chips, no cracks. Very good condition. There is remnants of some sort of a tag here on the bottom. Karen's in at 25. Thank you so much. Gang, we're doing just in case for active bidders, just in case for active bidders. Let's count this down. We got a few more rounds. So we'll go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Karen, you got the high bid at 25. We're looking for 26 or more, or the bid end. Again, thank you, Karen Gillette. Thank you, Holly, all our other mods that are helping us tonight. Gorgeous 1960s, all the way through the 80s. This mushroom and flower pattern would definitely fit in your decor. So let's see what that lag's showing. It looks like no other bid. So there's the bid end. So Karen, congratulations. It's coming to you for $25. Thank you so much. All right, Bill. You're muted, Bill. Yep.
I had a coughing fit. So $14 for choice, Jason. And I have some more pieces that I got before the vintage marketplace that I was selling at actually started. So I claimed 2 of these. Now, these are, again, the Malteses, but Amy has verified these as precious pooches. That's the line that these come from. They're not Mr. Toodles. These are precious pooches. And the first one I have for choice is the napkin holder, which apparently, I guess it's one of the more difficult ones to find. I'm not familiar with this line, but really cute. In really, really great condition. No chips or cracks. A little bit of displaced black paint back here on the back, but it is a fully realized sculpt. I don't know what company made these. Do you, Jason? The precious pieces?
Oh, gosh. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. Oh.
We'll find out from Amy another day.
Yeah.
I didn't want to disturb her during her epic shopping trip. So the first choice, this napkin holder, is it is 5 inches tall, and as I said, in great condition, coordinates well with the Mr. Toodles line by Lefton, and just has the sweetest little face. The paint on this is really great. All these precious pooches are the ones with the yellow hearts on them.
Yeah, that paint is perfect.
Yeah, isn't it great? Really sweet, really soft.
That's
And then the second choice is the little creamer. Yeah, I think the creamer is adorable. Now, the creamer does have also some displaced black paint that's under the glaze. It's there, it's not coming off. And it does have just the smallest beginning of a hairline. Let me find it right here at the top. You can see it, I think, right there. But other than that, in really great condition. This is a little bit smaller at 4 inches tall. Let me just display them together. You can see the size difference. You can see how cute they coordinate with one another. I do not have the sugar dish, unfortunately, but the napkin holder is pretty cool to be able to find. And I just love the sculpt of the creamer. I think it's really cute how the head is kind of tipping up a little bit, and then the spout of the creamer is right here. No chips or cracks other than that little tiny start of a hairline on the creamer, and nothing on the napkin holder.
so cute.
I know. Together.
Yeah, sweet little kitschy kind of collectibles to tuck into your displays or add to a dog collection, a ceramic collection if that's what you have. Yeah, really fun. Yeah, Gavin, really, could you imagine like cooking in a kitchen where these were the things you were using? How, just bright and cheery that would be.
So good.
Yeah, I can imagine cooking in a kitchen with all that 70s yellow and green Tupperware. I love it. All right, I'll go ahead and start a countdown. Kim is in at 14. Thanks so much. And again, this is for choice on the napkin holder or the creamer. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Bill, you found some good kitsch at that show you did. That's
Well, you haven't even seen what I found yet, Jason.
Those poor people that went to that show looking for kitsch. It was gone before they even got there.
It was because I don't have a lot of competitors in this area, but I have a few. I know who they are, and I did get it before they got it.
Good for you.
All right, Kim, choice of creamer or napkin holder. Just let me know which ones you would like. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
all right.
All right. So this next piece, we're going to start it at $16. It's a really good combination of Art Deco and Art Nouveau. It's just a really fun combination of the two. So it is this really beautiful wall vase.
Wow.
I wasn't able to identify the maker of this piece. It does, however, have a sticker on the back, but I can't quite make it out. It is something wood. It's not burr wood. There's an O in the middle of there somewhere. So it's something wood.
So good.
Something wood. And here is the back. So you are able to hang it right here. It has been, I don't know if this, I think it may be original because it's not flaking out. I think this is just how they did it so that you were able to hang it. And this does make a little lip on the back so that you are able to hang it. I can't tell you exactly what the material of this is. It is similar to that burr wood, like it's a compressed wood of some sort. But here is the beautiful cockatoo and just such lovely lines. There are two places here that you can attach it to a wall with your nails, so that you're not sticking a nail in its head. And then here you have the little metal holder that has been screwed on to the base, and look at the lines of this tail. It is just so beautiful. And then it does come with what I believe to be its original little vase. Now, it does have these beautiful kind of optic, what would I even call that? Diamonds kind of.
Diamond optic. Yep.
Yep.
It has a beautiful ruffle top. Now there are no chips or cracks or flea bites that I was able to find on this piece. It is very clean, and it does have a cased style bottom. So it does appear to be like a better piece of clear glass, especially with that detailing on it. I don't see any mold lines, so it could possibly have been hand blown. No ponsil, but they could have smoothed it out. It is a very smooth bottom, very smooth and shiny, and it just nestles so sweetly in
Deanna's right. It's Sirocco wood.
Sirocco. That could be it.
Yep.
Sirocco wood. Yeah. But
I've never. I mean, it looks like brass. I mean, from here, I thought it was a piece of brass. Like, and I think that's what they were going for back in the day. It was a more affordable way for folks to, decorate their house. But Ariana, I mean, this is great. You can go so many different places with this, decor wise. I mean, you can even go tiki. You can go Nouveau. I mean, you can go all over the place with this. This is gorgeous. Never.
Yeah, I think so too. It's very much my style. And although the back has its issues, the front is pristine. And as you can see, it's hanging on my thumb, no problem. So I would feel pretty comfortable with hanging it on your wall. And even with this being such a fine material, the fact that, when you have this type of material, how often do we find the gesso frames and they're just broken and flaked to bits? But this one just is in really, really good condition. And I love that it has this original little base right there. Just a beautiful piece. It looks very expensive. It just gives that aura of fancy. And I love a good fancy.
So good.
But we're going to start the countdown on this. Oh, I did want to tell you really quickly, from the tip of the vase to the top of the bird's head, it's just about 4 inches. And this would also look amazing on a gallery wall.
So good.
But we're going to start the countdown at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
I've never seen a bird made by the Sirocco. It's just so good.
Karen says a mermaid bathroom.
It's a mermaid bird.
Okay. Could see that.
I love the tail. That's my favorite part. Swoopy tail. Almost set it down before I break it.
All right, so there's the bid end. So it looks like Rhonda had a straight bid of 25, but Pitty Pat's picking came over the just in case of 30. So it goes to Pat for 26.
Thank you so much, Pat. I hope you love it.
That was a unique piece, Ariana. That was really neat. All right, guys. My next item is going to start a little higher because it is a little harder. It's a pretty desired piece of Fenton. So it's in a colorway that's pretty desired. So $38. It is on this gorgeous piece of Fenton. I love it, first of all, because it reminds me of a root beer float in the color, okay? But I've found that they've called this Cameo. In all my research that I've done, they've called this colorway Cameo. And for your summer decor into your fall decor, what better but then in the lily pattern. So the lily pad's there. And they did make this pattern for a long time in a lot of different colors. But this is the pattern, and it is stamped Fenton here in the center. And I tried to do a little research, and I think this was a colorway that they did more so in the 80s and the 90s. So I think it was more so in the 1980s. But again, it's this gorgeous root beer color. It's this milky kind of amber. It is a compote, and it has all the great details of these lilies all the way around. Again, it is stamped Fenton in the center right there. Let me just hold it back so you guys can see the great detail of the rim here. Again, in super good condition. I thought this would be, it fits a lot of different decors. If you guys want to do mid-century with this, you could. If you want to do your 70s look, you could. I brought my look tonight was kind of Italian boho mid-century, and I just thought the look kind of fit everything that I was doing.
I love it.
There's no scratches, and you can actually see the pattern better from the inside. That's what I love about the color of this is that they made this pattern, but in some of the other patterns, it's not as translucent as this is. So actually, when you have it on a piece of furniture or you're using it and you stare down into it, you can see all the great details of the water lilies. Again, no chips, no cracks, there's no scratches. The piece measures about 5 1/4 inches tall, about 5 1/4 inches tall. And then at the widest point, it measures about 7 1/4. And again, I know
out of that. You could drink your buttermilk out of that.
You could. And I love the ruffled effect to it. Again, this is a little harder color to find by Fenton. I don't find a lot of the cameo color, but again, it's like a root beer float color. No chips, no cracks. Let me show you even the great detail down there on the pedestal. You can see they even carried the lily pattern all the way around. Just a gorgeous, and it's reading very true to color. It's a very, very milky, I guess it would be more of a milky brown or milky amber, but I've always seen it called cameo, and that's what we've always called it at the shop. Let me show you there, and let me show you the details here. So good. I just love this piece of Fenton, gorgeous, and I'm not going to get it to show, but the little Fenton label is in, there it is. You can just sort of see right there in the center. I tried to look to see if there was an 8 or 9 in it, but I couldn't see it. But again, this would be great. Even if you guys have your miniatures, you could put some miniatures in there and use it as a little pond if you wanted to. But I could just see this standing alone on a center table in your entryway. Again, my theme for the evening, it seems I'm doing these themes here late. My theme was like Italian boho, mid-century or bohemian look. And I just thought this fit so good.
And I remember a day when my buddy Jason told me he didn't like themes.
Well, I think I'm getting sold on the themes. I think it helps. I think it also helps give a good look, to decorate with. It helps show folks an idea. Again, I know $38 is a higher start point, but again, it is a really, really nice piece of Fenton glass. But we're going to move on. We'll bring it back for the recap. We'll get you going here, Bill. What do you got?
$4 for choice, Jason, and I have 3 of these. I have some little ceramic tea bag holders, the Japan ones, if anyone's interested. And the little writing says, "I'll hold the bag." Really cute little teapot. They're only 3 inches tall. So the first one is this little yellow fella, black Japan stamp on the back. No condition issues with the ceramic on these. The painting's a little messy. This one's pretty clear to read, but this is going to be the yellow one. And then I have a pink one. And yeah, the writing on the pink is a little bit messier, but the pink is really cute. Also 3 inches tall. And these two are the same paint job and the same sculpt. The third one has a little stem on the top. And sort of a peachy and yellow color. And this one just has the bigger lashes and says, "I hold the bag." So just to put them side by side to compare the different designs, the eyes are different, the mouths are different, just a different little style. But this is the one that I would call the stem. And the great thing about these, and I'm sure a lot of you know this already, is that they stand as well. Mm-hmm. So when you're not using them to hold your tea bags, if you can keep your little area steady, they stand to put into displays. Just really cute. Really cute little ceramics to display. And I've seen people take like those old toast holders and actually display them in there. And actually, some of these actually did come in holders, their own holders. You can buy sets of 4 that I've seen in vintage shops.
And these, they can stand up on their own or lay down.
Right. So the back is flat as well. So multiple options, and they look great in a grouping. I've seen people mount these on various pieces of wood or on a large ribbon, and then they hang them. Just really fun. So these are the choices, and I will go ahead and start a countdown. So this is for choice on 1 or more of the little tea bag holders. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Bill, if you had tiny little plate hangers, like these would look great on that weird little place in your kitchen that we all have where you can't fit anything small to decorate with.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I always think about the place between your cupboards and your door jamb, like the tiny little area, what you could put there. Really fun. So there's the bid end. Thank you, everyone. Vicky had a just in case of 10, but you didn't need it, Vicky. Your high bid is at 7. So you could let me know if you would like pink, yellow, or the one with the stem. So that's what we'll call it. Stem, yellow, and pink, or some combination of them for your bid of 7. Then Christine, you're in at 6. And I think that those are the only bidders we had.
Yep.
So pink, yellow, or stem, or a combination, or all.
She wants them all.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Awesome. All right, Ariana.
All right, Bill, I need your help. Should I do glass or should I do Kokeshi?
Let's go Kokeshi, just because we've seen some glass and give it a little space.
Okay, we're going to give glass some space, even though this has some glass in it too, but that's okay. We're going to go Kokeshi. So, Jason, please start at $14. Thank you so much. So, this is a little grouping. I have been addicted to buying these lately when I see them. So, these are vintage rewind. Vintage birthday cake candle holders, okay? And you're going to get everything you see. So the first thing you're going to get is a all black glass flower frog, okay? So this does come. Now the flower frog itself is in perfect condition. There's no chips, no cracks. It's a beautiful little black glass flower frog. But tucked inside here are all of these little wooden Kokeshi birthday cake candle holders. So there is a total of 8 of them, and they're all complete without their sticks being broken. So I am going to include, it sounds so ridiculous, but I was able to buy a lot of half-burned vintage birthday cake candles at an estate sale, and I couldn't have been happier. So I am going to include 2 little burnt vintage birthday cake candles. They remind me so much of James and the Giant Peach when he lights his little birthday candle that he gets out of the floorboards and he sends off that lantern he made out of a popcorn bag. If you haven't seen it, if you have, you know what I'm saying. But you're going to get 8 of these little wooden Kokeshi birthday cake candle holders. So these were meant to go on top of a child's birthday cake to hold their candles. So there are 8 of them. They all do have their little sticks.
Amazing. I've never seen these before. I never knew they did that.
So I actually collect them.
You collect these?
I did a post. I'm trying to find it at one point. I probably have 40 of them. I love them. They're the funnest thing to collect because they're so off the beaten track.
Wait, are you talking about Kokeshis or just birthday cake candle holders?
No, the Kokeshi birthday cake candle.
Oh, you collect.
I'm trying to find my picture right now. I love them.
That's
Somebody needs to get these. These are awesome.
But see, then you won me, Ariana, because I collect birthday cake candles. So like.
And then, okay, so the black flower frog holds all 9 of them, or 8 of them. But in the center, there's an extra spot. So I'm including this vintage plastic one.
So good.
Just to kind of fill that little void right there. So you are going to get all 8 of the little birthday cake candle holders, the flower frog, the 2 candles, but wait, there's more. So other than that, you're also going to be getting this little tiny box, and it is marked Japan on the side right here. And then when you open it, there is this sweet, sweet little pair of Kokeshi dolls that come in their original box. Now they're just these small little bobblehead dolls. So his head's on backwards. So you're gonna get the 2. Look at this one.
So good.
So you have the guy and the girl. And they, again, come in their original little made in Japan box. They're super small. They're about an inch tall. And I just love that they come all nestled in their original box. So you're going to be getting these plus the black flower frog with the Kokeshi doll birthday cake candle holders and the flower frog. The flower frog is patented April 11th, 1916 on the flower frog.
Amazing.
So, I had no idea, Bill. I was channeling you and I didn't even know.
They are super fun to collect.
Well, I'm so sorry, Bill. I love you.
Oh, no, I'm good. I want someone else to start collecting them.
Well, here is the lot you are offering on, and we're going to start the countdown. And again, all 8 of these have their original sticks, and then you're getting the 2 extras. So 20,
Okay.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. What are the chances that I would bring something that you collect that's so specific?
Ariana, the day you had a sale once where you brought like 40 flower frogs, little metal ones, and you were just kind of like, everybody gets a flower frog. I fell in love with you that day.
Like Oprah. I was like, you get a flower frog. You get a flower frog.
All right, Ariana. So you had Vicky in at 35, but you had Sherry with a just in case of 75. So it goes to you for $36.
So much you can. Thank you. And thank you to everybody else that was offering. And thank you, Bill.
Gosh, and I thought finding little hors d'oeuvre ones like that was a big deal. I have some of them coming to a sale at some point. So I didn't know they made the candle holders. All right, guys, $16. And thank you all for sticking around with us. Please make sure you're following Garden Guy Bill. The link to his YouTube channel is down below, along with Ariana's. The Withering Cottage is down below. $16. And again, I was going for the Italian kind of boho, like 60s, 70s. And I don't ever find these in good condition. These are Italy. So it falls into my whole Italian style pool for tonight. They are stamped Italy. They are made of what is called salt stone. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, it's a very porous stone that they would etch and make these figurines out of. And I was really excited. You're going to get them both for $16. Usually they are missing big chunks of them, or they were stored in a bad climate. Seeing that it is a salt stone, it can start to disintegrate a little bit. These are in like new condition with no chips, no cracks. They are marked Italy. Let me show you here in the back. And a lot of times when you find these, they've been in a dusty, dirty kind of situation, so they're not as pure white. So again, you're going to get the set. They both face different directions. I've had sets where the eyes glow. The eyes on these do not glow, but they do glow and sort of fluoresce under black light. So like Ariana said earlier, these would be great in a Halloween decor. So you take your black light, they're not going to show too well, but they glow this purple. They kind of glow the same color of the black light. So they'll fluoresce under the black light in essence, where they're going to glow this purple, kind of like the way the lucite kind of glows, like it kind of just shows the black light. So again, here's the one. You can see the great detail on it. There's no chips at all. They're both stamped Italy right here on the back, and they both measure just about 5 inches tall by about 3 inches across. So if you guys love owls, if you guys love something that sort of fits into your mid-century decor, I remember my grandmother had a set of these, so it really reminds me of the 1960s, 70s, and 80s when these were sold. That one is marked Italy, and this one is marked Italy right down here as well. Again, there's the base, and they're made of a salt stone. So that's what they've always been called. You can kind of feel it in your hand when you hold it. And again, I normally never find them in this good of condition. Usually, since they are sort of porous, and they do have a signature. I just noticed there's a little bit of a signature. I'm not sure the company on it. It says it's like an R and R, but I can read the Italy part. So Lisa's in right now at 16. You are going to get the set. You can have them facing away from one another or towards each other. Again, the eyes on these do not glow. Some sets, if you guys have a black light, check them. Sometimes they glow, and they're really neat for a spooky Halloween decor. So we're going to do a countdown. You're going to get both of these. Right now we're at 16 and we're looking for 17. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I just love the detail, especially of this style stone. Again, it's just gorgeous.
If there was an owl that was appropriate for a mermaid bathroom, it would be this one.
Yep.
He's
agreeing. They're definitely agreeing with you, Bill. Super good. And it looks like you went unopposed. So Lisa, congratulations. You'll enjoy these. I'm sure you will. Thank you so much. All righty, Mr. Bill.
All right, Jason. Choice at $9.
You got it.
And I have 2 glass figurines, one which I showed earlier just because we were demonstrating Little Bird. Now, this is not a Blue Bird of Happiness. This is an art glass bird, but I like the fact that it was a different shape. If you wanted to kind of mix it into another glass collection, or you just wanted a really beautiful bird, its head is tilted to the side, which I think is really interesting. There is a smooth base on the bottom. I don't know a manufacturer or an age to it, but I think it's really beautiful in the way that it's sculpted. And it's got one of the pinched faces. So the eyes are made with a pinch. No condition issues, a very nice, clear cobalt blue. It's definitely cobalt when you look at it. And if the bird isn't interesting to you, I have this little nugget, this little light blue bunny rabbit. Also, and I brought them together because it also has that pinched detail in the face to make the eyes. So the glass is actually bent over to make the face and then pinched in the middle to make the eyes. But these ears are everything. Look how huge they are. Amazing. I mean, this is a great, this has a frosted and smooth bottom. So again, don't know the age. The rabbit or the bunny is 2 inches tall and 3 inches long. And the beautiful cobalt blue bird is 2 inches high and 3.5 inches long. And they look marvelous together. Different shades of blue.
Bird. I've never seen that sculpt of a bird before.
Isn't that interesting? That's why I picked it up, because it just, it adds some variety to your collection. We've been going so long trying to find the yellow canary that we just started buying other variations of blue and red birds, just because we feel so bad we don't have a canary yet. But the bunny too. I was going to save it till Easter, but I'm like, no, he can't sit in the inventory room for a year. He needs a home now. But both really good clarity on both of these pieces in terms of the glass. Really, really fun. And clearly this was made with some real artistry because of the way the glass was pulled. All right. Thank you everyone for your interest. I'm going to start that countdown. We are using just in case for active bidders. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
He almost looks like a dove.
Yeah, it definitely has that sort of very streamlined, aerodynamic bird look to it, right? And then the bunny has these 2 little feet. These 2 little, again, pulled glass. It's really interesting the way this piece was made. Pulled glass feet. So it looks like before the bid end, Karen had the high bid at 12. So Karen, let me know if you would like bird or bunny or both. And Deanna is back up at 11. Thank you both for your bids.
All right, Miss Ariana.
Yay. Okay, so this next piece, y'all don't get mad at me, okay? Promise, Pinky. I'm going to start it at $35, okay?
You got it.
Recently picked this up when I was in Florida with Jeffrey, my good buddy from Real Nifty Vintage. And I found this within 2 minutes of the store closing. I was so proud of myself. And originally I wasn't going to offer this with the base, but I am because I think they need to stay together. So I can't do whether or not this is Murano. I'm not the biggest glass seller out there in the world. But I can tell you that it is beautiful. So I have this gorgeous Millefiore. To say paperweight wouldn't even do it justice, okay? So originally I really was going to keep this, but I do think that they really play well with each other. They're good buddies, so we're going to keep them together. But I'm going to try to give you a close-up of this. Now, again, to say paperweight is really quite an understatement. I'm going to take it off of there so you can get a good look at all of the Millefiore that is in there. And not only is there Millefiore in there, also this gorgeous gold flaking. It's a layered piece, right? So it's almost like a stacked cased glass. There are several layers of the Millefiore, and then there's also layers of this gorgeous gold foiling as well. And then here's the bottom. So it is hollow because when you put it on this light base, and I do have to get up because it is on a toggle switch. So you are able to turn it on and off
Oh my gosh.
without unplugging the entire piece. But I'm going to show you how it looks. And the base is a wooden,
Wow.
like, I almost want to say handmade light base. And then it's got the back here that the light goes in. And pardon me for just a moment. I'm going to turn off my ring light so that you are actually able to see this piece more beautiful, as well as you can.
This is amazing, Ariana. Oh my God.
It looks like space.
It looks like the universe. That's what I was just going to say.
And when it's darker in here too, or in your house, like if you use this as a night light, it is just such a beautiful optic kind of just calming sculpture. And there is bola conte throughout as well, and just different flakes and colors, and it's beautiful. And then the paperweight itself, here it is compared to my head, and I got a pretty big head. But just to give you an idea, the glass sculptural piece is 4 3/4 inches, so almost 5 inches in height, and just very well made, very thick glass. And again, it comes on the wooden handmade base, and it's just absolutely stunning. I'm not seeing anything quite like it, and I love it. And it's different and it's special, and I don't know, I just think it's really special. That's all I can really say about it.
I mean, this is a stretch, but it almost from this end, it kind of looks like fish swimming in a bowl. Do you know what I mean? I know that they're just the round, but it's very abstract. I mean,
I'm seeing solar system or
yes.
Like the, what do they call that? Where the colors go across the sky.
Oh yeah, like the northern stars almost.
The northern lights.
Yeah.
And especially that bottom part. And this part does light up more when the lights are down, but
gorgeous.
Oh, Karen typed it in the chat. Aurora Borealis. That's what.
Yes.
But we're going to start the countdown. And again, it is coming with this beautiful base. Now, the base you can use for other things if there's something else you want to light up. If you get sick of that, you can light this up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want. But it's really beautiful.
Gorgeous.
So start the countdown at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bid end.
Definitely has to be one of a kind. They didn't duplicate this.
Oh.
Each one's going to be separate or different.
It has to come on the base.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, this is good.
I like candy too, Grady. I'm going to turn
right.
quick and then turn it back on.
All right, there's the bid end. Janet, I'm sorry, your 55 came in after the bid end. Kimry Ann had a bid of 50, but Noel had a just in case of 126. So Noel, you got it for $51.
Thank you so much, Noelle, and congratulations. It is a beautiful piece. I'm really going to a good home.
All righty, Oriana. I'll follow you with my piece of what I think could be Murano, but it's not signed Murano. But I'll tell you why I think it is. So first of all, $28. It is this gorgeous, and it's in the form of like an amberina. So the outside is in a red, and then it fades into an orange. It measures roughly about 5.5 inches across. So it's a nice candy bowl. These were utilitarian style bowls that Murano or Venetian glass made. Some of them are ashtrays. This one really doesn't have slots for like a cigar or an ashtray. So this one I definitely would say would be one of their little candy dishes, but it has Bowl Conte in it, and it is a controlled bubble all the way around. Hopefully I can show you. It also has the metal flex in it, which I think is really unique. And I think they call that Aventurina. Aventurina. Okay. I knew it was one of those. But it is throughout the base here. I just think it has this great, you can see where it has some gold and silver all the way around. It does have a polished bottom, and it does have a clear bottom. So that's a good indicator that it's a high piece of more quality glass. That's why I lean towards that it could be Murano. But again, it's the color that sells me for your color for summer. I think that definitely speaks of summer. See if I can get in there. You guys can see right up in here, the bubbles are very, very in line. They're in control. They're not all over the place. You can see that it has that gorgeous flecking there on the inside. Again, there's no chips, no cracks, and it is a nice size. Deanna, thank you. I see you for 29. A lot of times these are almost too big. But this one I think is just a nice size that you could pop on that end table of yours on the center. You could actually use this as a nice little nut dish or, candy dish. Again,
I just want to fill it with candy corn.
Well, and I find a reason, you're right, Ariana, it does sort of look like candy corn, doesn't it? Oh, gosh, it does. But what I do is I find any reason to turn it into a little fairy lamp. So there you go. You could put your little candle in it. And it is deep enough where it is going to show the optic all the way through. It's going to show the candle flicker all the way through. So you could use it as a little votive dish if you wanted to. Again, these would be great to take outside, great to use. And again, I think that's a very summer style color. Again, let me show you the bottom. Again, it is polished. You can see all those great metal flecks in there. I love how chunky those flecks are. Just a gorgeous piece. Thank you. Thank you, Gavin. I think so too. And again, I've sold Murano for years at the shop. And again, but since it isn't stamped, I'm afraid to say it, but it's got all the signs of definitely being Murano. Thank you, Les. I believe this is a lovely color too. We're looking for 30 or more. Let's go ahead and count it down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. It's a smaller one. It's about 5.5, so it's not going to be too obnoxious. Just a nice little size to pop into your decor. So we'll go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There is no glow, but if you have light on it, those little flecks do reflect. I just love this. I mean, I have not seen that on a piece of Murano for a long time. This I love, and I also love when they did what they called their Tutti Frutti. So there's the bid end. So Deanna, congratulations. It's yours for 29. All righty, Mr. Bill, you're up.
So thanks for sticking with us, everyone. I think we have 2 more rounds starting right now. So just so everyone knows where we're at, we really appreciate you being here. And just a reminder, if you're someone who's there viewing in the background and you haven't been involved in the chat, there's nothing special. You don't need to fill out an application to be involved in the chat. Just let us know you're here so we can say hi to you. Maybe tonight is the night, or maybe next week will be the night. But we just really want to encourage people to participate if that's what they'd like to do. Fun to meet new people. So this is going to start at $10, Jason. I have another framed piece of art tonight. And this is the first one that I brought that's a pen and ink on paper. And I think it's really beautiful. It's done by a known artist. Her name is Barbara Koch, and you can actually look her up. And this is a piece from 1987. And because it's a floral, of course, I love it. And it is a really nice square size. It's 9 by 9. But if you look really, really closely, you'll see that it's multiple different sketches or ink drawings of the same flower. And the only other description of this piece that I found online was an eBay seller, and they called it a poinsettia. But I can tell you that it's not. I am pretty sure that this is a clematis, although a lot of people say clematis. I'm pretty sure this is a clematis based on all those little squiggly things you see in the middle of the flower. So this is an all-American flower, and so pretty. It has a greenish mat with a lavender colored circular cutout in it. And again, it's a nice little size for a gallery wall, 9 by 9, but just a pretty little ink drawing. Artist signature is down here with the date. And I actually think that the colors of the mat do a really nice job dating it. It is professionally framed, so there is information about the framing on the back. And there's a fun little bonus. At one point, there's an old price tag on here. And I left it on just because I thought it was a really funny little piece of history of this object. At one point, someone was trying to sell it for $90. My guess is they never sold it for that price, but because that's how it ended up with me. But I just thought it was fun, and I left it there. It's got this old twine hanger on it, but just perfect for a little area in your gallery wall if you were looking for something really, really pretty, really floral, and very, very well done. I mean, when you look in closely on the ink that they used here, it's just so impressive.
I mean, gosh, Bill, at that price, even if you didn't like the way it was framed or matted, you guys could definitely remat that or reframe it for a whole different look.
Right. That's a good point.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, but if there is no interest, we're getting toward the end of the sale, so we'll move it along. I just like bringing the art lately.
All right, we'll move slow because of the lag. All right, Oriana.
All right. So I was debating on whether or not I should bring this because it's very wintry. But then I thought, golly gee willikers, October is only 3 months away in a few days because we're almost in July. So May, June, July, August, September, October. So in 3 months, it's going to be October, 4 months, November, and 5 months, December. So you can come and get your December goodies right here, right now on Mother Tuckers with the Withering. We are going to start this piece again. Y'all don't kill me, okay? We're going to start it at $40. This is my last one I have, and then after this, I have no more. I'm on the scour, I guess. I have a beautiful custard Fenton fairy lamp. It is hand painted. I love this one for a lot of reasons. If I'm going to get a fairy lamp, I really like them to be hand painted because fairy lamps, especially if you're a collector, you see them. They come up. But when they're hand painted, they're one of a kind because they were hand painted by an individual. So you'll never find another one that's exactly the same. And not only is this one hand painted, but it's in the custard glass. So you've got this beautiful nature scene of a little walkway. And this does have, I don't know the name of these, but they're almost like little miniature beads. So it is three-dimensional.
Little glass. It's glass, little bit of glass.
It's frit. It's frit.
Frit. So, but it's not sharp. And you can, so all of the snow that you see is textured. It's three-dimensional, so you can feel it. So you've got the little walkway here with the snow on it. And then you've got snow-covered trees, a little snowy bank right there. And then right there is the hand-painted date, 1979. So gosh, math, not my strong point. 44 years ago. Not bad. 44 years ago this was made. This is a little bit of sticker residue right here. I will get that off prior. I didn't see it because it kind of blends into the whole scene, but it's not, there are no chips or cracks on this piece. And then my favorite, little deer. I love deer. Honestly, what I like about this is that it's winter, but it's not so Christmassy, you know.
Right.
It really kind of just goes through the entire winter season. So you can really have this out all the way until March in most states. And then here is the interior, really super clean. There's not even any flea bites around here where there wasn't until now, where you normally find them. And then on the bottom, it's going to be hard to show because it's actually very faint mark, but it does say Fenton. You can see their oval Fenton marking right there. And with these satin custard pieces, it's not uncommon for them to get these black smudgy marks. They're really easy to come off with the magic eraser or anything like that. And then there's also a bunch of little details on the base right here. And then, of course, we all know, no surprise here, if it's custard glass, it glows. So get you a black light tea light to put in here, or a black light fairy light strand to put in here. Or just simply, if you have a black light display in your house, this would be a great little addition to your to your uranium and custard glass display. But it glows so beautifully, and I love it. And honestly, even if you wanted to put it out for Halloween, that right there, it's just a little spooky. I think it's beautiful. I love it. And it's a good little sweet size. It is 5 inches tall. And again, it is Fenton.
So, and Oriana, on the inside of the chimney, is there a signature?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
It's hand painted by Jim Andrick.
Okay.
Hand painted by Jim Andrick.
And you said it's 1979?
1979.
Yeah. So if people don't know, Fenton did a lot of these winter scenes in these fairy lamps, mostly in the 1980s. This is actually the earliest date I've ever seen. And I've probably owned 15 different winter scene hand-painted ones, and they're all in the 1980s. So this might have been the first year they made these.
Oh, very fun fact. And then my dad's name was Jim. So this is a lucky fairy lamp. I'm calling it. And the deers, they're just really well. But we're going to start the countdown on this piece. Thank you so much, Lisa. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
That is so neat, Lisa. I never saw one with the deer on it before. This is so neat.
Just watch out for them when you're driving. They jump out in front of your car.
Oh, yeah.
2 just took out mine.
All right. All those bids came in at the same time, but the highest one was Marion at 69, but Rhonda had a just in case of 75. So Rhonda, it's yours for 70. Congrats.
Thank you so much, Rhonda, and thank you to everybody else.
All right, congratulations. And I'll move myself over here. All right, gang, sticking with my theme tonight, I have choice at $10, and it's choice on some owls. So I have 3 different variations for you, okay? They're sort of all kind of mid-century. Let me move this guy so he's looking straight ahead. Would you show the audience so they like you? All right. So the little chubby guy right here, he's actually made in Japan. So really good condition. I'll show him to you up close. The center one here is actually made in Denmark. I think it might even be Royal Copenhagen. I can't tell, the mark on the bottom's a little blurred, but I'll show it to you anyway. But I can read the Denmark part. Then, of course, you can't have any boho mid-century kind of theme without some brass. So I got that little nugget right there. So let me show them to you each up close and give you some more details. Les, thank you. See you at 10. The little chubby fella here, he is very mod looking and made in Japan. He has his little original blue and white tag there on the bottom. Only thing I can report is there's a little bit of crazing, just a little bit of crazing. He does have a craze line, and since it is the white porcelain, it does show. So other than that, he's in really good condition. So that's your first little guy right there. He is the one made in Japan. Then the second one here, if you guys know the porcelain pieces made in Denmark, kind of also the Spain, kind of the Yadro kind of look. This is your little owl right here. So I'll show you the mark on the bottom. It is stamped Denmark. And again, usually those waves mark, usually that means it's like Royal Copenhagen or Royal Copley or one of those. I'm not too sure, but this little, I'm sorry. The chubby guy, he measures 3 inches tall. So he's 3 inches tall. Okay, so that makes a difference here because then we got the tall boy back here. He measures 3.5. So he's the tall one in the group. No chips, no cracks to any of these. No issues at all. So he is your second choice. And your third choice is the cute little brass owl. I love the patina on it, so I did not clean it. I had one of these, I think, in a sale earlier, maybe a month or so ago. There's no stickers on it, so I'm not sure if it's like India brass or if it's, I don't think it's like Baldwin or USA, but it has all that great patina, all that detail, and he's a little nugget. He's about 2 inches tall, so he's about 2 inches tall. So again, there was your third choice if you guys love owls or mid-century. And then exactly, he's a chunk. So then you got this.
On so much because when I look at him, all I see is like a human eye, like his eye. Owls usually have big eyes, but his are just so human, like so anthropomorphic.
You're right. You're right, Ariana. And I love the look of him. And he is, of course, very mid-century looking. And then you have this little chubby guy right here who kind of looks like a Kurt Adler, I think, or the one other designer that makes some of these new modern pieces. But again, he is Japan. So we're at 10 with Les. Thank you so much. If anybody's interested, we're going to move along. We got one more round. So I'm looking for 11 or more on choice of the owls. So just in case for active bidders, so let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Les, you still got it at 10. We're looking for 11 or more. And then the chubby one's going to be 1. The middle one's going to be 2. And the brass one's going to be 3. So in that order, or you can take them all, whoever's the high bid. Okay, right there near the end, we got Brad in there at 11, but Les had it just in case at 20. Right before the bid end. So Les, you get first choice at 20. Let me know which one or ones you want. The chubby guy, he'll be number 1. Then number 2 is the Denmark. Number 3 is the brass. You can take, okay, you want 1 and 3. Got you so much. Thank you, Les. So Brad, that leaves the Denmark one. So if that's the one you were interested in, you could have him for 11. If not, we'll bring him back during the recap.
Jason, do you know the cover of that one Led Zeppelin album that had the boy on the beach walking up?
Yes.
That, what the owl is on reminds me of that. And I think that was taken in Scandinavia somewhere.
I think you're right. I think you're right, Bill. All right, Brad, congratulations. Everybody got what they wanted. All right, Bill.
Okay, so this is our last round, and I have a choice starting at $13. I have some shakers because did we bring any shakers yet today? I don't think we did.
No, I didn't know.
All right, well, we have some Japan shakers. I have these cute little puppies with those faces that just melt your heart. They're in great condition. Now, there are slight variations between them. This one has his paws up a little bit. This one, the paws are down on the ground. While they look similar, you can see some differences. No condition issues, blue and white Japan sticker. And Don wrote his name on the bottom. Not sure why, but these were Don's and nobody else was allowed to use them apparently. And they do have those plastic stoppers. They're 4 inches tall, and again, in great condition. If you're not interested in the dogs, I have some squirrels. I think squirrels.
Chipmunks?
I'm seeing raccoon.
See, I'm wondering now if they are raccoons. The face is not giving me raccoon.
But the tail is.
But the tail does, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
face
See,
is supposed to look like a bandit if it's a raccoon.
So fun. Look at
Yeah, they are fun. And if you notice on their
have
face,
whiskers.
they still have their whiskers. Both of them do, which is really impressive. They do not have stoppers anymore, but you can see a blue Japan stamp. Oh, no, that's the number. No, I guess there's no Japan stamp on these, but they're really fun. Woodland creatures, let's call them that. Woodland creatures, it's just one stripe. Maybe there's a squirrel in the world that has one stripe on its tail. I don't know.
so cute.
Yeah, look at him. He's just kind of, and the big eyes, they're really, the chip quirlon. Yeah, that's good. I like that. So here are the choices, and they're an inch shorter. So these woodland creatures are 3 inches tall, and these guys are 4 inches tall. And I think both of these sets have just great expressive eyes on them, which is why, and the eyes are saying different things. These guys are saying one thing, and these guys are saying another, I think. Really, really fun. So again, this is our last round, everyone, before our recap, and I think we are going to have a recap tonight, so please stick around, and I'm going to count these down. We're looking right now for 18 or more for choice on the 4-inch puppies or the 3-inch woodland creatures. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, maybe they are ready. Oh yeah, look at the arms up in the air. They are ready for a fight. Or maybe they're waiting for nuts to drop from the tree.
Could be. And them dogs aren't having it, Bill. They're not liking.
No.
They're not liking them.
All right, thank you, everyone. So Karen has a bid end in. Les had a just in case of 24. Lisa had a just in case of 25. So Lisa, you have first choice at 25 on the dogs or the woodland creatures. And then Les, you are back up at 24. And then I believe we have John in at 16. So dogs or squirrels? Squirrel monks, squirrel coons.
Lisa wants dogs.
Thank you, Lisa. So Les, just let me know if you would like these awesome guys with the whiskers. And if you want to pass, that's fine. John, did you want these whisker guys? And I think that's all we had.
Yep, that was everybody, Bill. All right.
I'll just watch, Jason.
You got it. All right, Miss Ariana.
Yay. Real quick before I show my last, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I know it's late and you guys could be anywhere tonight. So the fact that you're with us means the world. Thank you so much. Also, if you happen to be free tomorrow night, remember to come to my sale at the Withering Cottage. The Withering Cottage YouTube channel at 7:30 tomorrow evening. And if you purchase from me tonight and I don't have your information, please do be sure to send it to the email listed right here. The dot is necessary. the.withering.cottage@gmail.com. So all right, my final item of the evening is another piece of Art Deco. I think it's gorgeous. When I saw it at the antique store, it was just like one of those pieces that just kind of like catches your eye and you can't look away. So it is this, we're going to start at 14. It is this beautiful,
oh wow.
You can tell, beautiful leaping gazelle.
Wow.
Now, the brooch is not signed, unfortunately, or fortunately. It just depends on how you look at it. It is a beautiful gold tone, and it is in this lovely leaping position. And then on the horns, it has clear rhinestones. and none of them are missing. And then on the eye, it has a red stone just on its eye, and that's not missing either. And then I'm going to flip this around so that you can see. And this is a larger brooch too. So it is definitely a statement piece. I'm going to hold it up to my shirt right here just so you get the idea of the size of it. I mean, I can tell you the measurements, but unless you really see it next to somebody, you're not going to get the idea. But the measurements are 4 inches. So it's a pretty long brooch. Again, it's not missing any of those stones. And I love the leaping motion. So you could wear it going up like this, going down, going straight, however you want it. It's just, I love the muscle tone they incorporated into this brooch. I love the motion of the brooch. And then it's got the large bar on the back to really hold it in place because it is so large. And in that leaping motion, they included a large bar so that, you know, you can put it through a larger part of your bag or of your shirt so that it really sits still in the position that you place it into. But I love the lines of this piece. I think it's absolutely stunning. You're not going to be able to see all the rhinestones here on the antlers, but they are there. And again, with that beautiful red rhinestone eye, I just think that it is stunning. This is definitely one of those brooches where if you wear it out, you will get compliments. So if you're someone who doesn't like compliments, this will not be
Ariana, this would be like Katie normally shows how it would look good on a hat. Do you know what I mean? Like if you had, yep.
Oh, look at that in your hair.
Yeah, like a hair. Could you imagine that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. That's very Nouveau, like very Nouveau, very, yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah.
To me, where I like to put my brooches is a very underutilized place. This is a secret tip from me to you. On your curtains in your living room or bedroom, or on your shower curtain. Now, I'm not saying cover the whole thing, but do a chunk of like 10 in the corner and then go down, cascade down the side, just so it's like a little nod of a fun way to display your vintage brooches.
Good idea.
But we're going to start the countdown on this piece at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, I can't see, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end.
So good. And then you can see like the rib tones right there on the gazelle. Like you're right. Gorgeous.
I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
All right, there's the bid end. So Leslie had a bid of 17, but Les came in with a just in case of 35. So Les takes it for $18.
Thank you so much.
All right, my last item tonight. Before I do so, please, Karen Gillette, thank you so much. Thank you for being our mod and bid ender tonight. Holly, thank you for dropping all those links in. Everybody else who's assisted. So my last item, you're going to get all of them for $18. So there's some needlework. They're handmade in 1981 by Arlene Weaver. Arlene Weaver herself made these. And what I love is they're small enough for your gallery wall. They're needlepoint, and they're all 4 seasons. So they're all 4 seasons of these great red buildings or red barns. So
cute.
Each one of these measures 6 by 6. So we'll start with what I think is the summer scene of the mill. So you're going to get them all for $18. If you didn't like the frames, you guys could take them out, but they are semi-professionally, framed with a back there, and each have their hook. One does have a hole punched through the cardboard in the back, but other than that, I can't find any damage. So Karen's in at 18. Thank you. So this is your first one. This is what I think is the summer one. Look, they even have the little window up there. It's kind of like Ariana's little office, except minus that. Never mind, forget that. So that's your first little one. I think that's your summer. Now your fall. I even love how they did some pulls on the yarn so that it actually has like a 3D effect. So there's your fall, and there's a gorgeous little covered bridge. So very Pennsylvania. These scenes are maybe even very Northwest, but there would be your fall scene. And again, what I love is that if you had a little spot in your gallery wall, you put that up for summer, switch it out for fall, or you could put them all together. So this one does have the little hole that got punched into the back of it. And again, Arlene herself, she signed them all. So from 1981. So there's your fall scene. Then your winter scene. This one is more down on the farm. So you got the silo and the barn. Love this. And they're all super clean, all in really good condition. Some of the frames do have a little bit of wear to them, but I don't think it's anything major. So again, you're getting all of these. It's not choice. So we're at 18, looking for 19, and they measure, they're squared. So they're 6 by 6. So there's your farm scene. This back is very good. No damage to it. And then the only issue I found is that I think this one right here on the tree might be sticking out just a little too far. So there is one out a little too far, but you don't notice it unless you look really hard. So there's your summer scene. All right, we're at 20. Thank you so much. And again, that one's more your red barn. And then I guess that would be like cherry blossoms almost on the tree. And then you can see that they have the birds. But I think they look so well together. Again, if that's what you wanted, you can stagger them. There's your summer and your spring. And then we'll hold this one here. And then you got your winter into spring. Again, very clean, 6 by 6, great for a gallery wall. And then we'll show this one to you, and then we'll do a countdown. Look how good they look together, the fall and the spring. So we have Karen back at 22. We're looking for 23 or more. So you're going to get all 4. So let's count it down just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. 6 by 6, all 4 needle points. Very good condition. Arlene Weaver herself made them back in 1981. Think she did a good job. Good job, Arlene. Your 10 minutes of fame right here on YouTube. All right. So we're just waiting on that bid end. And it looks like from my end, I see the bid end. So we'll keep it moving. Karen, thank you all for the bids. But Karen, they're coming to you for $31. Thank you so much, guys. And I think we are going to have a recap. So let me break. All right, Bill. Thank you.
While Jason's writing that down, I'll just go over the point in our broadcast where we bring back any items that weren't claimed earlier. And this is going to be a short recap, but we do have a few things that weren't claimed earlier. So if you weren't here or you need a little bit of time to think about it, now might be the time for you to grab one of the items we have left over. What we're going to do is show you the item, briefly describe it, tell you what the start price is, and if you're interested, you can put a bid in the chat. If you are the only person who puts a bid in the chat, the item goes to you. If there's a second bid, we will start a quick countdown, and the recap does go quickly. So make sure you get your bids in as soon as you can, if you're interested in anything we have to recap. I know I have one item. I think Jason has one item, and I think Ariana sold out. Is that correct? Okay, so my item, I'll start. My item was that really pretty ink on paper clematis art piece. $10 if anyone was interested. Signed by Barbara Koch, 1987. It's 9 inches by 9 inches. Really, really pretty if you're looking for a floral for your gallery wall. So $10 if anyone's interested. You can just put $10 art. And that's all I had.
All right. I had my piece of Fenton for the evening still. This is $38. So it's $38. It is in the lily pattern. So you can see all the lily pads right there. This is the cameo glass. It's very root beer. They made this in the 1980s and I think into the early 90s. So it is the footed compote. Very good condition. It does have the Fenton stamp right there in the middle. All right, Donnie girl, congratulations. It is yours. We'll just wait a moment, see if there's no more interest. But Donnie girl, that is yours for $38. Congratulations. And I think that's going to do it. Let me write that down. In the meantime, I can get that in a moment. Karen Gillette, thank you so much for being our mod and bid ender tonight. Holly, thank you so much for assisting, and everybody else who assisted. Karen, before we let you go or anybody go tonight, will you please put your other half, Mr. Gavin Grady, Grupo Vintage Recordings, would you please put his link in the chat so some folks could head over and give him a follow? Well, Miss Oriana, where can they find you again?
You can find me tomorrow night on the Withering Cottage YouTube channel, where I'll be bringing more vintage and antiques in my very not annoying personality. And thank you to Jason and Bill for having me. It was such short notice, and they welcomed me with open arms. So thank you, gentlemen. It was such a good.
Of course.
Ariana, you know you always have a standing seat here. You know that. So any single time, anytime you're free. Gang, please make sure you're following her. It always feels so weird me promoting everybody else's channel, but in the off chance that one of you are not following the lovely Ariana over at the Withering Cottage, please give her a follow. Her Tuesday night sales are the place to be here on YouTube. It's always fun. It's very laid back. It's a great eclectic mix of not only vintage, but antiques. So if you're looking for something unique, we're always lurking over there on Tuesday nights. Don't tell anybody, but
you just told everybody.
well, I guess I did. So please make sure you're following my friend and my co-host, Mr. Garden Guy Bill. So Bill, when are you going to be back, and what are you going to be doing this week, sir?
I'm always back on Thursday at 5 o'clock over on Instagram. If you like kitsch, come and join Steph and I for 2 hours of amazing kitsch. This week, we have a really interesting theme. So if you're curious, join us at 5 o'clock Eastern on Instagram.
And gang, I'll be back right here on my channel Wednesday night at 8 p.m. with my kitsch sister, the one, the only, Enamor Amy. So guys, please make sure you're following her as well. It's Enamor Amy. We'll be back for fantastic finds, which means we'll be sharing our fantastic finds and be offering them for sale. And we have a lot of people lined up that want to show their fantastic finds. So if you guys aren't familiar with this concept, we created an email. We're asking you to send in pictures of your fantastic finds, whether they're your collection or if there's something you found at the thrift store or something that you just think is fantastic. We go completely interactive, and you have your 10 seconds of fame or 10 minutes of fame as we show those pictures here. And I'm going to show the email really, really quick in case you guys are interested. It is sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. So if you guys have any photos, if you have anything that you want to show that is your collection, even if something that you bought from another seller here on YouTube, we'll showcase it. We'll promote them that they, you got it from them. So please do that after our sale on Wednesday. We take maybe 15, 20 minutes and hang out, show some pictures. So Ariana, thank you so much for hanging out with me and Bill. It's always our pleasure. It's always so much fun. And Bill, thank you for hanging out and being my co-host tonight. And guys, make sure you're following all of them. Karen Gillette, thank you again so much. Holly, thank you so much. And everybody that helped out in the chat, we appreciate you so much. And before I let you go, please consider becoming an organ donor. It is the gift of life. There are some people that are in our vintage community that could use an organ, could be on the donor list shortly, maybe at some point. And even if they're not in our community, it is the gift of life. It's very simple. All you have to do is go to your DMV next time you renew your driver's license and just say yes. It is paying it forward. And that's the easiest way. There's other ways you can do it, but that's the easiest way for me to ask you guys to please be an organ donor. I was given a gift of life from a donor that donated an organ. So with that said, everybody have a great night, a pleasant week. We got you through Monday. It's all downhill from here. Smooth right on in the rest of the week. So everybody have a great night. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.